old EverQuest
And we are
where
live.
the things. Hi.
Hi, I heard EverQuest.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, it was involving grinding and committing way too much time to things.
Ah, yes, I know that all too well. Well, how are you guys? I feel like it's been forever since I've seen or talked to any of you guys. Well, half of you. The other half, I either see daily or I talk semi-daily. So, yeah. Hi.
Been a really long time since I've seen you.
Actually, yeah, that's true because you weren't here for the Halloween one. Well, not me, them. Them.
No, I was talking to you specifically.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, Shadowfox does have a baby. All you see is the head.
A cute little baby with so much hair.
Yeah,
Because that's all that's exposed, otherwise she'd fall.
That's true. Or your arms would get tired holding her. So
Yeah.
So in case you guys aren't familiar with it, it is N7 Day, which is a pretty much official Mass Effect day from BioWare, which is really awesome. So they announced the remaster of the original trilogy coming out in the spring of 2021. Super stoked for that. Yeah, so it's a good day. I got my N7 shirt from this year's model, and it came today. I thought that was really cool that it was a pre-order and you get it delivered on N7 Day.
Nice.
Like that
Got
is
my
awesome.
Andromeda Initiative hoodie on.
Yes, nice. Raven, thank you so much for that 30. Oh god, 30 months. Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't own any Mass Effect apparel.
I mean, I have my N6 shirt, but I wore it 2 days ago, so
that's fair.
I didn't plan that very well.
Yeah. But as you guys can see, we're missing two of our Mimsy 6 members. Rojin, being the Extra Life Guru, he is doing a 24-hour stream on his own channel, which is another reason why you guys didn't see Withered Waste today. And then, unfortunately, Kiara Phoenix had some prior plans and wasn't able to make it. But that's okay. This was kind of a sort of a last-minute one-shot. I kind of gave them the heads up about a week ago, so... not a problem. Still make it work. I needed at least 4 of you to do what I wanted to do. So you met the quota. It's all good. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to kind of dive on in. Let me go ahead and set the mood. I will learn Sirenscape at some point before I come back. So
When you don't have to deal with a baby all the time.
Exactly, which is why I'm not back in full.
That will
like
not
you're
be
busy.
for a while.
Yeah, it's, I mean, if anything, Shadowfox will be back sooner. But yeah, I've tried twice now doing a game where both me and Shadow are in, and I spent most of my time worrying about her because she was fussy, and I couldn't hear half the things that were going on. Couldn't really be part of the RP part. It was a mess. So yeah, it would just not be fruitful if I come back yet, but Shadowfox can come back earlier if he wants.
See, I think it should be the other way around because you've been here longer.
Damn right, but I mean,
She's being nice and quiet and calm right now.
Hey, don't jinx it.
She's asleep.
Do not jinx it.
yeah.
No, anytime she's like on my chest or something, she just falls asleep.
What's a comfy place to be, especially for babies?
Yeah, if we're holding her, she'll pass out. The second we put her down, nope, she will wake right back up, and she'll be so upset that we let go of her.
I remember that struggle.
Yep, the struggle's real. So, we start, and just for context, we're pretending like you guys are like a little bit ahead of the game. So I'm going to say some things that are probably going to make like no sense, but let's just roll with it because obviously it wouldn't work after what happened last time on the episode. So completely random, just putting that out there for context.
Side quest that happens sometime in the near future.
Exactly. Exactly. So the Mimsy 6 have been on the Citadel for quite some time at this point. Everyone has calmed down from previous battles. You guys feel like you have an actual break for once. Brockus promised Mercy that he would show her around the Citadel and is preoccupied with her right now, just kind of doing all the touristy things as well as trying to go with her needs of wanting to have fun and see all the sights and experience all the new exciting things for her. Kiara, who it's been forever since she's been on the Citadel, decided to kind of catch up on some past, Mel, did I say Kiara? Sorry, Mel.
Yes, you did.
Mel decided to catch up with some old buddies on the Citadel, as well as just kind of experience some old locations that she has not seen in forever to kind of help inspire her art, and feels like she just needs to just have some time for herself, just to relax, because everything's been so stressful. Needs to restock on not only her art, but just some engineering stuff, so she's preoccupied. Leaving just the four of you to do your own things, whether that is working out, shopping, just being to yourselves, going to see a club, getting into trouble, whatever it is you guys like to do in your downtime.
Glitter bombing the rogue.
Actually, just for fun, what would you guys be doing on the Citadel right now if you had some
That will
downtime?
never happen again.
No, it wouldn't.
What would you guys be doing?
I don't know. I never thought we'd make it this far.
Yeah, I assume we'd get blown up in space. What is this?
Looks like you made it.
I think
Probably doing my usual haunts. Making contacts with people I need to, blah, blah, blah.
That's what you do in your downtime?
Yeah.
Workaholic.
It's a hard knock drill life for me. Yeah. Probably looking for weapons upgrades and stuff like that.
Okay. What's Vera doing?
I think Vera would, after all business is settled, she would go. I hate myself for not remembering this. She would go to the level that the gardens are on the Citadel.
Yes.
I think it was mentioned briefly in like one of the games in passing.
Yeah.
But usually I remember that stuff. I don't remember it right now. But she'd go there and she'd just have a nice drink and relax in the gardens.
Okay. Jamar?
Jamar would probably at this point be bartering, shopping for things that they need, in terms of more stuff to do, upgrades to our current gear.
Okay.
Jamar's doing tech shopping. It's fine.
Yeah. Still being a workaholic.
I mean, short life.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. No time to rest till you're dead. When you're 50. Athelia.
This is a hard one because she would want to shop a little bit, look for oddities, not for anything that's actually useful, but for oddities, things to send back home to her grandmother, and just kind of looking for not the touristy spots, but kind of the nicer spots of the Citadel that aren't frequented by millions of people all the time.
And it's big enough that you would be able to find plenty of spots that are not so heavy with traffic and not as populated as some others. And you guys are going about your time doing work and shopping and relaxing, enjoying time to yourselves, until one by one, each one of you is approached by what looks like a unfamiliar uniform. It's not CSEC, and it's not anything, again, you guys have ever seen before, but it's definitely military. And it throws you guys off as a human approaches each and every one of you, different humans, of course, approaches each and every one of you, saying that they need, you are being requested for the audience with one of their commanders at a particular part of the Citadel that is near where the council is, but it's in an area where you guys would have some privacy. And so one by one, you guys start to go and meet up at that location, where you are left alone in a room with another human, a man that's probably in his early 30s, pretty young, short brown hair, wearing the same exact uniform as everything else. And you guys are noticing that on his armor that everyone else seemed to have had that brought you guys here, they have this little symbol over their breast that says N7 and a peculiar white and red stripe down the right side of their armor. Just the arm. And this guy has his helmet off and he smiles, waiting for each one of you to walk in. And he just looks at you one by one and he goes, "So this is the Mimsy 6? Is that what you're called?"
Is that what we're still calling ourselves?
I mean, I guess so. We've
That's
never.
what's painted on the ship.
Yeah, this is most of us.
And the symbol we attach to all of our clothing.
Well,
Including yours.
we tried to contact the other two members, but one of them was very aggressive and told us to go shove our heads where the sun don't shine, and the other one gave us the slip. So we don't really have a lot of time to waste, so I'll just deal with the four of you for now. Greetings. I am Adam Yesman of the N7. We're new to the Citadel, you could say. However, we're not exactly new to the universe, I suppose, but new to you. But we're granted authority here to run some missions that are both our own, to help the human race, as well as the Citadel and the Council, which we are now in their good graces, and we hope to keep it that way. That being said, I would like to offer you the chance to retrieve a very peculiar item that needs to be retrieved and brought back here. Would you be interested? You'll be rewarded, of course.
May I ask why us?
You came highly recommended. Your reputations precede you, even though it's a little unorthodox, but you get the job done. You get results.
Why can't you retrieve this item yourself?
Unfortunately, we are forced to stay here. We are not allowed to move freely into certain territories. Not that it's illegal or anything, it's just a waste of manpower according to our higher-ups. And we were told to request the services of a independent group. And your name came up.
Lucky us.
What kind of item are we retrieving? Would we be retrieving?
It is a, as cliche as it sounds, it's a gem. And it is a rare gem, from what I've been told, known as the Novice Ruby. Novus Ruby. And it needs to be retrieved and brought back here. And it's very important that we get it as soon as possible. And again, I know you, the Mimsy 6, get results. I was wondering if you guys were up to the task. Again, you'll be very rewarded, handsomely.
Again, excuse me for asking, because this all just seems a little bit odd. What's so special about this gem that you need it so urgently?
I
And
honestly,
it's worth the heavy reward.
I honestly don't know. I was just told that it was needed. It was requested by the council themselves. I am assuming that they're always trying to find ways to expand technology and science, and I am assuming this is just another one of those, but it's above my pay grade, unfortunately.
Where would this mission take us? And is any danger expected?
Oh, there's... Unfortunately, there will be danger from what I read up quickly after I was briefed about this. It's a planet called Prothean. And it's not really populated, but from what I can understand, there could be potential danger. But there is a old, what do they call it? Prothean? Prothean, that's it. Prothean temple there that seems to have this ruby. And if anyone wants, go ahead and give me a history roll.
I very much do want.
Yep.
That's not bad. That's a 15 for me.
16.
24, 23?
23, okay.
18.
18. Oh, you guys, yeah, you all did good. You all would know this then. You guys know as Prothean as it is a jungle planet, and you know that in the past, don't know when exactly, but it was overrun by a hypergrowth of genetically mutated plants and species, and it kind of overtook this planet, making it very hard to have any form of population on there. Sometimes it's known to where like maybe some pirates and mercenaries can kind of go on there. It's usually people to like kind of hide out or do maybe some secret shady stuff, but they never stay long because of how harsh this planet can be because of the mutation of the plant life and the animal life. So you guys know that it's basically going to be a very heavy jungle. So, it's up to you guys if you want to take the job or not. It's really no big deal if you don't, but, I mean, not only would you be able to be in the council's good favor, but, you'd get some credits as well as additional items from what I've been told from doing this mission.
I'm usually for making some friends.
Before we agree to anything, though, would you mind telling us who you are exactly? I've never seen these uniforms before.
Oh, I was gonna say I told you my name, but that's right, us. Again, human military, we are actually of the highest form. We are the N7. The elite of the elite. And none of you have actually ever heard of this.
Do you have some sort of credentials you can show us?
And he just kind of points at the emblem over his chest. This kind of right here, this is as official as we get.
I'm sure that means something to humans, but none of us are humans.
Can I quickly pull any information on them on my Omni tool?
You want to hack the planet, bro?
I would love to hack the planet.
Go for it.
It's been so long. It's my
It
favorite thing to
has.
do.
Step 1, you got to break past the firewall.
That shouldn't be too bad. Nat 20 for a total of 27.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
So, originally you were trying to get into the C-Sect information through their firewall, but you were just like, you know what, maybe they won't know, and you go straight into the military. And you easily see, without leaving a trace, may I add, you go through and you see, just like he said, that the N7 is an official military group where they represent not only the best, but they are the highest prestige military personnel that the humans have. So you know that not only are they considered the best as for the military, but they are with such high honor and must go through such excruciating training to earn this prestige placement. So you know a lot of hard work, sweat, blood, and tears go into this to become N7. In fact, it's even so prestige that it is very hard to even be nominated or get into the program itself. So what you see before you are people who have earned this high honor among the human race.
I shall forward that to the rest of the group's tools immediately.
Okay.
They all simultaneously looked out. Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's just like, what?
All
Oh,
of our
okay.
Omni tools flash at the same time, and we all.
It's
Oh,
like when we're having a.
synchronized?
Heck yes.
It's like when we're having a conversation on the Marvel Network.
Yeah.
We all just.
So you guys kind of see that your thing, your Omni tools kind of flash, and you all look at it at the same time. And he kind of looks at all of you, just suddenly shocked, like, did you guys like have a prior agenda? Because y'all
No,
look like you're
no.
going just okay.
No, it's just a group email that came through to us.
Oh, and the way you guys acted, it looked like a calendar ping where you're like, oh, a reminder of. Never mind.
A reminder of a payment. It's not a big deal.
Right. Again, it's up to you if you want to take this mission or not. It sounds like we need it. It's not incredibly urgent for what I've been told, but there is a bit of a rush on this item. It sounds like they need it. The sooner the better.
Well, I can't speak for everyone in the group, but personally, I'd be happy to assist you with this mission on one condition.
That is?
Well, you say you're some sort of higher up in the military. Should we do this and accomplish it, I would very much appreciate, say, a letter of recommendation from you. It could open doors for me, you understand.
I don't see why not if you are successful and return. I have no problem taking that to my superior. And since you already have, reputation about your group, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do that for you.
Well, if the rest of the group is on board then so am I.
I mean, it's not like I have something better to do.
Again, making new allies is never a bad thing.
Why not?
Excellent.
Extra money can't hurt.
Well then, I will, and you see him pull out his Omni tool, and he's just kind of punching in some stuff. And then all of your Omni tools start to blink. I just sent you all the coordinates of this temple, alien.
Prothean.
Ancient, thank you, Prothean temple. So you at least have your location. Beyond that is up to you. Just be careful. I don't know what lurks out there, and I don't know if I want to know.
Well,
We're
we're
all
nothing
careful.
if not cautious and careful.
That's good to know. Well,
Actually,
you
you
guys
could
did
answer one more question, just because I'm super curious. What did you hear about us?
many things, like how you were able to, well, you stopped one of the 3 crime lords of Omega, which usually we don't care about, but considering how the Blue Suns is notorious for other areas of the planets outside of Omega, that caught a lot of eyes. And not to mention you have saved several other planets and colonies, not just human, but other races, and you guys just have a lot of reputation with just helping others. You guys seem to get the job done.
We do, don't we? Thank you.
You do leave quite a bit of bodies in the wake from what I also heard. But,
We-
That's
If
their
they
choice, is
didn't
not
want
ours.
to be left in the wake, then they shouldn't have been in the airlock at the time. I'm just saying.
I'm sure they had
I
it
mean-
coming.
They had poor judgment on their end. It's not us.
I'm
True.
sure they had it coming.
Should we pick up some spare bottles before we head out, Vera?
Yes.
I'm sorry, bottles?
Don't worry about it.
Long story.
No story.
Actually, there's a very entertaining video out there.
Next time you're near Omega, check out the repository on their of videos they keep there.
Or don't. It seems like you're an important person and have so much on your plate already.
I'm not gonna lie, whatever it is you're talking about kind of intrigues me, but
I don't think it should.
It is well worth your time.
I will eventually look into it if I have the time. But you are free to leave whenever you wish. You don't have to go this instant if you don't want to. You have your destination, you have your coordinates. Just, this, like I mentioned before, the sooner the better.
We are a little short on Metagel. Would you have access to any that we could procure ahead of time?
Unfortunately, I do not. That's not something I would be in charge of.
I'm sure we can requisition some. I mean, it's the Citadel.
This is
It's
true.
not like we're scrounging the back alleys of Omega for things we need at this point.
As much fun as that was.
Yeah. I like the part about not being shot at.
Hey, you guys remember the people we left in the dumpsters?
I wonder if they ever got
God.
out.
How about those guys?
They were blue suns. Don't be alarmed.
Didn't you weld that dumpster shut?
Indeed.
I think we put air holes in there.
You guys
I
have
think.
the most peculiar stories. Maybe when you get back, we may have to buy you all a drink and you'll have to share some of them with me.
I mean, if you can't have fun doing your job, what's the point of doing it?
Ain't that the truth? Well, if you guys return, just go ahead and either ask for me or just find someone with our uniform to ping me, and I will meet you guys. We'll make it easy and say it back here in this spot.
Sends email to encrypted N7 email.
And he goes ahead and he gives you guys a salute and starts walking away back to his business. Would you guys like to, we're not doing a shopping episode, but do you guys want to just grab Metajo real quick?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think
Citadel. I'm sure there's a place we can easily get a hold of it.
You can, yeah. We'll go ahead and skip ahead because it's a Citadel. If one
I'm
shop
going
doesn't
to-
have it, another shop will. So
Yeah, it's not like we're bribing people on Omega to get things.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
not on a small colony. It's yeah, you are on the fucking Citadel. You just get whatever you
No,
want.
We're working-
I'm gonna
we're
fi-
working
I'm gonna
for
find
these
every
guys.
upgrade I can afford, and
Yeah. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys are good.
Right, so how many Metagel can we pick up?
Let's just say you all get one each.
Okay.
Should be all we need.
Yeah. So
Would that be enhanced or regular?
that'll be regular.
So that guy would give us
you
enhanced.
said one each.
One each. Yeah.
Okay, if we get low on healing stuff, the feat that I took for level 4 does give healing to us all.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
I mean, I'm still carrying Metagel from before. I just didn't want to have to use all that up.
All right. So you guys grab your Metagel. You guys. You know what? Just to be safe, you guys contact Brockus, letting him know you guys are taking.
Let's
the
say we
ship.
don't.
You don't want to? You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, you guys don't say anything. All right.
I mean, he's busy.
Let's see if we
know
can
what he
get
said to
back
them.
before he notices.
Okay. You guys hop on Mimsy the 6th. God forbid you still have that ship by now. If it's not Mimsy the 7th, 8th, or 12th, for all you know. You guys.
We blew up the last one.
Yeah. And you guys start heading out to the coordinations, which you guys get there pretty much with ease. You were able to get a full tank, so you guys had no problem with that, going through the mass relays to get to your destination. Just like Yasmin said, it is pretty thick. This jungle is very harsh. you can see just from the atmosphere that this is not going to be an easy spot. And in fact, you guys find it a bit hard to find a place to land. However, for whatever the reason, somewhat near the temple, about a mile away from the temple, you guys see a nice clearing that is probably your only spot to land. So you land the ship and get out, armed and ready as you guys traverse through the jungle to make it to the temple. And again, you guys are only a mile away.
I'd like to backtrack real quick.
No backtracking.
Well,
No way.
too bad. Unless this is what Raven meant, I will, as the group leaves the meeting with the N7s, I will send the video to this guy.
Oh god, okay.
You're implying that I already haven't.
Well, that's what I was
Hello.
saying. I saw you say sends email to N7. I was like, is that what it means? Because if not,
Just
I'm
an
covering it.
attachment.
Now the question is, did
That's all
Mar
it is.
send it just to Adam, or did he send it to all of the N7?
Every
He has
N7
enough.
alive now sees this
Is an
video.
anonymous email that attachment. That's all it is.
I can
Yes.
never go back to the Citadel.
And only one N7 actually gets the context.
And you
Everyone
like,
else just sees an email with an attachment called bottle.mp4 on it.
somewhere some N7 cadet is just like what the hell is this? And someone's just like, Anderson, what are you looking at? I don't know, but it's funny. So you guys are on Progia. Who would like to lead the way through the jungle?
Well, I don't want to be
Okay.
I don't want to be presumptuous, but Jamar, aren't your people from a planet much like this?
Doesn't mean I like standing on it.
But you
I
probably know how to traverse it, right?
gladly scout ahead.
You're gonna scout ahead.
Look directly at Vera. Do I look like a scout to you?
I don't know what you're entirely capable of.
Unless I can hack a tree, I'm not going to be of much help in that department.
I suppose
Jamar,
that's fair.
If you like, you can send one of your drones with me. Just try not to have it directly near me.
Drone attaches to your back, camera over the shoulder.
Damn it. actually, out of character, that is not a bad strategy to have the drone attached to my back and then the camera. That way it's like immediate video feed to you.
I mean, why not? Although you
Of
are becoming
more of a
what's his
scouting
face?
head.
You are coming oh god, what's that game? That
Bill
just came
Burr's
out?
character in
Death Stranding.
Mandalorian.
No, Death Stranding.
Oh, Death Stranding. Oh, no.
Without the huge pack. Okay, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Yes, ma'am.
Have permanent assistance.
Permanent assist. See, this is something I can get behind. Oh, at advantage, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I love advantage. Advantage is one of the best things in the world. That's going to be a 21.
21? Okay. You scout ahead a ways, and thankfully being, well, green, but also being very stealthy, you make your way through the jungle a bit, and you hear some noises a little bit coming to your left, but it seems to be going in the opposite direction of the temple where you guys need to head. And you make a note of it as you listen to all the other areas, and aside from the occasional chirping or sounds of what sounds like insects, small insects, mind you, it seems pretty safe to go to the temple as long as you don't alert what you hear to your left. But you feel pretty confident you guys could make it there in one piece.
And would you also like a stealth check?
No, it's not necessary.
Okay.
All right. So you make it back to the group.
I would probably actually not even bother double backing or doubling back since they've got a live video feed and I can just send them a quick little message over the Omni tool to continue.
Okay. So you guys catch up to him, and you guys make your way towards the temple, and you guys were successful. You encountered nothing, although you did hear the similar noise that Dreskar heard earlier, but you guys make it to the temple with no issues. And it always baffles you, as you guys have seen many Prothean temples at this point, how even though they were so far and still are more technologically advanced now, it's always so strange to see the temples completely overgrown as if it was an old ancient ruin, as to say from Earth, where you see the overgrown plants just almost engulfing this temple. You can tell that maybe some people were here before. A lot of the plant life kind of looks like it's hacked away and kind of dead, hanging around the front part of it, but it's very heavy. That if this wasn't exposed or in the shape that it is from the air, you would almost just mistaken it as part of the forest. And so you guys walk in, excuse me, and you see there's like a low hue of a glow along the side, so it kind of lights up a bit of the temple for you as you walk through. Not to mention the lights already on your uniforms and through the Omni tools. You guys have plenty of light in here to walk through. And it's a fairly small temple. And you guys go into a room where you see a bunch of hieroglyphics, and it almost looks like in the hieroglyphs of the Protheans worshipping a particular item which kind of resembles a gem. At least it looks like a gem. And you guys feel that this is definitely the right spot. And you see these weird hieroglyphics on the side as well that kind of stands out and is segregated from the other hieroglyphics. But of course they're illegible. You guys are not able to read Prothean to kind of gather what this says, but it almost looks like it's marked and separated in about 3 to 4 parts. It's hard to tell because of how aged it is. So you guys go through the first door, and you see a door on the other end, but you're in a room that looks like it's cracked and shattered. You see some old consoles and what looks like chairs and machines you've never even seen before. You can't even fathom what they may even be used for. But you see on the other side of the door, it's round. And it's one of those round doors with the center that splits open in this for you guys to go through. However, it is locked. And you guys are unable to find a mechanism such as a mini console or anything similar to activate the doors to continue through here. What do you guys want to do?
So there's no panels, no nothing that look like they are part of this?
No. Not that you can see. Unless you want to do a perception check to find something a little bit further. Or investigation, sorry.
Yeah, I'll do an investigation to see if there's like any hidden panels or something.
Okay.
Do I still have Drone Buddy on my back giving me advantage?
That's up to Jamar.
Drone Buddy will attach to you.
However, this is investigation.
He's shining a light for me.
Sure, have it with advantage.
You don't have to give that to me.
Just roll damage.
Okay. So, 19.
19? Okay. So you look through, and Again, everything looks so old. There's even some plants inside here that's kind of overgrowing a lot of the structure and the machinery. And as you're investigating the door itself, you notice that there are hieroglyphics bordering the door itself. And then once you look at the top, you see that there are 3 symbols lined up, going from, it's in vertical order. And what you see are symbols that, from what you can gather, looks like some sort of like insectoid, something that looks like it's maybe a leaf or a plant of some kind. And then the third and final one looks like it may be a hand. And it's above the doorway.
I'll point them out. Do you guys have any inklings as to what this might mean?
I think I will backtrack a little to the previous room to see if I find a pattern that would make sense to use there in the hieroglyphics along the wall.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Nice. You look around, and in the previous room, you do see a symbol on the wall that it's small. It's actually pretty small, and it looks like it's almost the size of your actual hand, and it's the hand symbol that represents part of that the piece above the door.
I'm more touch that hand symbol on the wall, see if it does anything.
Okay. The second you do that, you feel a pulse just ripple out, and you see the runes around the hand, as well as the hand itself, glow this low green hue around it. And it actually catches the other 3's attention as it glows in front of the door, or above the door as well. But then it slowly fades away. And
So
it's no
if
longer
I
lit.
hold my hand there, does it light up again?
It does light up again.
Guys, I think we need to find the other 2 symbols. I think it's going to take all 3 of us.
I'll be looking around.
Okay, whoever wants to look, go ahead and give me a perception check.
With an @1, I'm not doing it.
What about a dirty 20?
Dirty 20, okay. Dress card?
And then, let's see here. You said perception?
Yes. With advantage
so
because
that-
you've got Rubid on you still.
That's 22.
22? Okay. So Jamar is so fascinated by the old technology that as he's searching, he gets distracted by some of the old machinery and starts investigating that further, completely forgetting what he was doing. While Vera and Dreskar, you guys find, actually in the same room that you are in, you both managed to find one of the other symbols, and it looks like this one is, it looks pretty big. It's probably about the size of maybe like a basketball, and it is the plant or leaf looking symbol. You guys were just investigating this room, right? Or were you looking around anywhere?
I think it was starting in this room until we found something.
Okay. So yeah, you both were able to find this symbol in the room, and it looks like it was kind of shoved in the corner behind one of the machines. Kind of out of sight.
So once we find it, I'll call out to Athelia, assuming we didn't see from where we were, which she did to light it up. I'll call out. We found the leaf symbol, whatever it is. What did you do to make this?
Just hold your
Activate.
hand on it. Hold your hand.
Oh,
was
okay.
this in a particular order over the door?
Yes, the first one, like I said, was like the insect, the leaf, and then the hand. So from top to bottom.
From top to bottom.
I'll press my hand on the symbol and see if it does anything.
It does nothing.
Which symbol were you pressing?
The leaf one.
Insect leaf hand. So the hand worked. The leaf didn't.
Do you tell me that the leaf didn't work?
I'll press my hand on it and call it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
I'm gonna let go of the hand symbol to see if hers starts working if I let go first.
Okay, nothing happens.
And I'll press the insect one when they let go of theirs.
You haven't found the insect one.
Yeah.
Oh,
You and I found the leaf one at the same time.
Oh, okay. I will look for the insect one.
Okay. Are you still searching this room, or are you looking anywhere else?
I'll search this room first, and if I can't find it, I'll go back and search the other room.
Okay, I will help save you time with your rolls. You guys were only able to find that one symbol in the room that both you and Vera are in.
I mean, I'll start checking
So I'll
around.
go back to the other one.
Okay. Go ahead, Drescar and Athelia, make checks for this room.
That's gonna be a 17.
That's a 14 for me.
14? That's still high enough. You guys are only able to find the hand symbol. You don't seem to find that final symbol in here.
Was there another?
I did a 17.
Yeah, you weren't able to find another symbol in
Okay.
here.
And did you say there was more symbols around the door than just the ones going up the door?
It just looks like runes. You can't tell what they are. It looks like the hieroglyphics that are just bordering the door. And there's a ton of them.
Is there anything in the rooms that looks like it's movable? Like, probably not this, but just as an example, a large plant in a pot that could be moved.
There's no potted plants, but there's a lot of overgrowth inside the temple itself. So there are a bunch of vines and plants that kind of grew into the temple. So you can move them if you want to.
I will be looking behind them for maybe if they're covering up some symbols.
Okay, give me
I
another
was
roll.
actually about to ask a question about the plants as well.
Sure.
Do any of the overgrown plants have a leaf structure to them that is similar in any way to the one depicted in the hieroglyphs?
Not exactly similar to it, but a lot of them do have like the vines with the different leaves that are growing and extending from them. That you can easily grab one if you wanted to.
Do any of them have a leaf similar in size to the one that's depicted?
They come in various sizes, so you could probably easily find one that was close to size.
I will do that while Drescar is investigating.
Okay.
25.
25. You do not find anything in the room.
Other room.
Okay. Roll for the other room. And you're taking this leaf in, and what are you doing with it again, Vera?
I'm gonna go back to the symbol and press the leaf up against the symbol.
Okay. And as soon as you do that, you see a green glow just ignite onto this symbol, and that same similar pulse that everyone was able to feel before ripples out. And you see the same symbol light up above the door.
Huh.
Okay, so Athelia has dibs on the hand. I've got dibs on the leaf. Drescar, you're gonna have to find a bug and press it up against the bug symbol.
Oh, you need to find the damn thing first.
Jamar, you are not as distracted now if you wanted to help contribute.
Okay.
21 on the investigation in the other room, by the way.
You are not able to find any other symbol.
Oh, I am more than useless at this point.
Not one?
No, a 4 for a grand total of investigation?
Investigation or perception, either one you want to use.
Investigation would give me a 13?
13?
Oh.
Oh, nice.
11.
Nice.
11? Okay. You're searching the room and you look over to one corner and you're just like, hey guys, I found the symbol, as you see Vera still pressing her hand up against it.
Bug symbol.
Thanks, Jamar.
You're welcome.
In his defense, he was distracted.
I missed that entire part.
Maybe we'll get lucky and the third one will light up if we press on the first two.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and put my hand on
Okay.
the hand symbol.
So you
I'm
both press
going
at the
to
same
look for a
time.
bug.
You guys see both the symbols light up above the... Well, Athelia, you won't be able to see this, but Vera, you are able to see both symbols light up above the door.
Would like to look for insects.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Find
Perception
the
or
bug.
investigation?
Either one. Yeah, I'll give you guys the freedom going forward to use either or.
It's going to be a 18.
18. You find maybe a couple of teeny tiny bugs on the floor, but they seem pretty scarce. Or dead.
I will try to pick one up and not kill it.
Okay, so you pick
But
one up
hold on to
between
it.
your fingers, and you just kind of hold it in place, and you have a little bug in your hand.
So there's only been the 2 rooms, right, so far that we've passed through to get to the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Are there other open rooms that are
Nope.
accessible?
There was the only door going into the second room, and then the door that is blocked right now.
Can I search through the symbols around the door to see if there might be something next to the door? Or would that be included when they search the room?
That would be included when you search the room.
Okay.
Was looking at the floor included when they searched the rooms?
Yes.
Okay.
Or the ceiling?
Yes.
And Jessica, you researched around plants in the room I was in? The first
Yes,
room?
you did.
Okay.
What about the ethereal plane?
That's not a thing here. But the astral plane.
What if I look with my special eyes?
No special eyes for you.
Well, I will try pushing my little insectoid friend. Not pushing him, but holding him up to the symbol on the door itself.
Okay, is someone going to help lift you up so you can reach it?
I think there's only one person left.
Because it's pretty tall.
Sure.
I will hand it to Jamar, and I will help hoist Jamar up.
Okay,
I
I was
don't
going to
think
say,
he can-
Jamar, make a strength check.
I'm light, but I think he's lighter.
I think he is too. How much do you weigh,
Yes.
Jamar?
Yes.
Okay.
That little bug is having a real weird day today.
Well,
is.
this is his fault.
Okay, so you press it up against the symbol, and nothing happens.
The bug in the symbol, what does it look like? Is it like a flying bug, or does it look like an ant? What sort of creature is
The
it?
closest thing that it looks like it could resemble is a beetle. Just because it
What?
kind of looks like it has a shell, maybe, but it's, again, with the hieroglyphics, it's very simplistic.
Am I holding anything that resembles the symbol?
Kind of. It sort of resembles a cockroach.
Ugh.
Good.
So, Vera, when she found the leaf symbol, where was that along the wall? Was
It
it
was-
kind of at shoulder level?
So that one it was just a bit above her head, but it was very large. It's actually a bigger symbol compared to what your symbol was.
Okay.
Can I do any kind of check here to gain knowledge or insight on whether or not the 2 symbols that we've found already are connected in any way in their placement?
Sure, go ahead and roll me a straight intelligence check.
It's not bad. It's 15.
15? Okay, that's enough. So you start thinking, and you kind of just take a moment, and you're like, okay, Ophelia found the hand in that room. I found the leaf in this room. There are no more rooms. But there is outside of the temple. So 1, 2, 3 different areas, maybe.
I will relay those thoughts to the group as I have them. Perhaps Athelia and I can stay in here, passing on these symbols, and you guys can check outside.
I'll
And
go.
if you find it, press on it.
How about I go check outside? Because I have a spell that can hold the bug, so none of us have to do that.
It's really not a big deal. It's a small insect.
Alright, have fun. I'm gonna go put my hand back on my hand then.
Okay.
Okay, so we will go look outside for the thing then.
Okay, again, perception or investigation. As you guys are now outside of the temple.
That dice is fired.
23.
16.
16? Okay, actually that is enough. So you guys are looking
23.
outside. Well, I heard yours. I didn't know yours. So you guys are outside and you're looking and just looking out front. You're like, okay, there's absolutely nothing except just the regular hieroglyphics. So you guys start moving some stuff around, moving some plants, looking behind pillars, and you guys see along the side that was actually completely covered with vines and plant life, a symbol of that insect that's even bigger. The symbol itself is even bigger than the first two.
Jamar, do you think this one needed to go first?
I have no idea. Maybe?
Just in case. I'll go over the Omni tools. Alright, let's release the buttons just in case there was an order outside to inside. Let's do it that way.
Or would you want to do the order of the symbols? So it went bug, leaf, hand.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. So you let us know when you're pressing the bug.
Right. Press the bug.
Nothing happens.
Alright, nothing happened. Try the hand first.
Did you press the bug to the bug?
Yes.
Mhm.
Alright, so I'll put my hand, he told me to put my hand back, so I'm wearing like hand back on.
Okay, so it starts glowing.
And
Leaf
then
next.
the leaf was next. Okay, and I'll press the leaf
And
against
that
it.
glows as well.
And then I'll try
now
the
put
bug.
the bug up.
Nothing happens.
We need a bigger bug.
The bug doesn't look like the bug in the symbol, right?
It does not.
I'm going to
Okay.
try to find a bug that looks similar to the bug in the symbol.
I mean, you heard some insects when in the jungle.
Guys, I think we need to go on a bug hunt.
You can
Alright.
release your plates that you're holding.
So I guess I will join him up front.
Okay. And do all four of you want to go into the jungle to find a bug?
Now,
Yes, we are not splitting the party. That's a bad
Yeah,
idea.
I'll
Okay.
this-
shove the
No,
leaf
guys,
in my
I
bag.
got this by myself. Don't worry.
Nope, I'm done with this planet. I'm going back to the ship. I'm done.
I don't live on this planet anymore.
Right, quest over, back to the Citadel.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Screw
we
this
tried.
thing.
Sorry, M7 guys, we tried.
He's lucky we didn't say no flat out.
So, can you, describe the what the symbol looks like again? You said it was kind of beetle-like.
It looks like a fat beetle.
Fat beetle. Okay.
I'm assuming
Alright.
you pointed
So
it out
kind
to
of-
everyone.
So kind of think of the, I actually don't remember what they're called. I think they're called rhino beetles. The ones that are like the big black ones with the horn on the end. It
Yep.
kind of resembles that.
So, how big is the big symbol outside?
It's about the size, it's about twice the size of like a manhole cover.
Okay.
That's a big
and,
bug.
And Athelia's hand symbol, what was the size of that?
Size of her hand. Almost perfectly.
And the leaf's size, the symbol of the leaf, what size was that?
About the size of a basketball.
I'm seeing a pattern.
We need a bigger bug.
I don't think a bug that big would be affected by my spell. I got a 20-pound max. That looks bigger than a 20-pound bug.
That's an easy
Well, we heard some noises on the way here. Let's see what we have to see there.
Okay. Go ahead, whoever wants to, as you guys are going back into the jungle a bit, go ahead and make perception checks as you guys look for bugs.
That's a 10.
25.
Look, an Omni tool.
You are not good at perception, are you, sir?
Vera?
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we're in a jungle.
Oh, God. Welcome to the jungle, baby,
We-
you're gonna die.
We left the temple, by the way, guys. I just noticed this.
We went through a window. Shh. We went through a window.
Okay, so Dreskar, being the only one paying attention, because he's like, okay, I remember there were bugs. I heard the bugs kind of over here. And you start going towards the direction, kind of hurting the rest of your group because they seem distracted, towards the direction where you start to hear some buzzing sounds. And you go into a teeny tiny little clearing with large trees, and you see a handful of beetles just resting near the top of these trees on the trunks. Just kind of buzzing, kind of reminds you of like kinkadas, just buzzing and all over these trees. And there's a good handful of these bugs, and they look pretty close to this rhino beetle symbol.
Are they a similar size?
They are quite large. They're
Just
pretty big boys.
for shits and giggles, can I pick out one that is fairly close in size to the one of the symbol?
Sure, you can easily do that. There's enough.
And
of
I
them.
want to try to cast lift on it.
Okay. And lift can only do 5 pounds?
20 pounds.
20 pounds. Okay. You concentrate really hard, and it takes all of your concentration to do it since it just reaches the max of this, and you're
Okay.
able to grab it.
So I'm going to start. So they'll probably see my hands with the extra concentration, probably up my arms glowing purple, and I probably similar shimmer around the beetle as I bring it towards me, because I can move it 10 meters in any direction as we go per round.
So because of your ability, you are able to bring it towards you without disturbing the rest of the beetles in the area.
Okay. And I'm more whisper like, let's go while I have a hold of this thing. Because I got 10 minutes.
Okay. So you guys rush back to the
Well-
temple.
As fast as I can move this thing.
Are you going to be in charge of the beetle now since you're the one that's holding it?
Yes.
Okay.
For now.
And I'm more holding up to the beetle symbol.
Okay. It glows and pulses.
Alright. And then I'm more look at Vera and be like, I think you're next.
I will run inside, pull the leaf out of my bag, and hold it up against the symbol.
All right. It glows and pulses, and you see, because you're the only one that's able to see this, above the door, you see both the symbols glowing.
I guess I'll put my hand on the hand.
Okay. And as soon as you do that, you guys hear a rumble, and it's almost like a boop, boop, as you see the door just light up, and all the runes on the side of the door start to glow one by one from top to bottom, and the door starts to slide open and reveals the next room.
Once it's stopped moving, I'll call over the Omni tools to everyone. Doors open. Let's see what happens when we release the symbols.
Release.
I'm more release. Well, I'm more move the bug off the symbol. I'm not releasing it yet.
Door slams shut. No, I'm kidding. It stays open. You're like, God damn it, only one of you can make it through. No,
This
they
is how
stay
the party
open.
splits.
Did anyone stay outside with the Delia, or is she out there by herself?
That's up to
Entirely
Jamar.
alone.
Yeah.
It's up to Jamar.
You are alone.
Door seems to be open.
Yep.
I'm more gently set the bug down and then try and run inside before it sees me.
Okay. So Dreskar, you see Athelia just kind of going like, "Yee!" like just running in like, ah.
I want to get attacked by a giant bug. It's on me! It's on me! Just kidding.
So you all meet up into the next room.
It's in my
You
hair.
guys- You guys see the door glowing and exposed, and slowly after you guys were able to open the door, the runes and the symbol that were glowing are just starting to dim and go back.
I think there's a timer on this. Let's go! She's gonna walk through the door.
Okay. So you guys
Stand
all...
in the midst of the door, looking straight up at the door
Oh,
frame.
you're terrible. God, I'm having really bad like elevator horror movie vibes right now.
Don't do it.
And then there was 2.
I'm more thinking of Futurama where the door slides to the side, but
Oh,
then
it
it
just, like,
comes
hits
down
him.
from the top.
Ow, 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 ow. So this next area, actually, you guys will need a map for it.
Oh.
Uh-oh. DM pulled out a map. We're all gonna die.
Maybe.
Crap.
It's up to you guys.
Everyone rolled new characters, right?
One shot, everyone dies.
Considering this is in the future, that's not okay foreshadowing.
Yeah.
I know. We have to
No
wonder at what
map that
point
has
do we
an
hit.
arena on it is ever going to be good for the players.
Oh no, it's not.
So you guys enter this room that is a very large circle, and there's a bunch of debris and rocks and foliage and everything kind of covering the sides, very heavy on the other side. And you guys see these symbols on the floor. They just almost look like these plates with more runes on them. They kind of border the sides in the opposite directions. There is no way across, and when you guys look down, you see this deep pit.
Never a good thing.
By the way, the doors on the side, they don't exist. Ignore them.
No.
Or tunnels, whatever. They don't exist.
Have we seen this before since we've been in other Prothean structures? Just kidding. Just kidding.
You may recognize the symbols, maybe. Think of them as... I feel like the Prothean language is kind of like Japanese kanji. There are so many symbols and so many different variations.
It's not very helpful at all.
And as you guys are exploring this room, we're going to go ahead and take our first break. Because I feel like we need to recharge on what needs to be done. So stick around, guys. We will be back as we try to continue on through this Prothean temple. Don't go anywhere.
Go where?
And we are back. All right. So where we left off, you guys entered this room with a giant pit down the center. It looks like the room maybe goes about halfway, a little more than halfway around the side since it's circular. With some more hieroglyphics and runes, it looks like, on the floor of Prothean make, surrounding it. And you see a door on the opposite side of where you guys stand. You can actually see it. And there's no closed door or anything like that. It's completely open. It almost looks like one of those archway doors for you guys to enter and proceed further.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I would like to investigate, say, this rune over here. It looks like the closest one.
Okay.
See if it's just a carving in the floor, or if perhaps there's some sort of pressure plate, or it's mechanical in any way.
Okay, investigation check.
It's a good roll. What is my investigation?
Better than mine.
22.
22. So as you kind of kneel down and try to take a look at this, because it's quite a big symbol. And you look and you see very clearly that it is just slightly risen above the floor. And it looks like it could actually be a pressure plate or a platform. You're not sure without actually going on it or touching it. But it is definitely raised compared to the rest of the floor.
Okay. We'll relay that back to the group.
Do we want to attempt... Well, I guess the question for the DM, can we see these rocks over there from where we're at?
You can, yes.
Do they look like they go all the way to the ceiling, or that we might be able to get around them?
No, they are quite tall. You can attempt to go around them, but they are even sticking out of the edge. There's really no way to hold on to them unless you want to hang over the side and kind of inch your way over while just holding on with your hands on the ledge.
Totally sounds like something I can do.
Might
Go
be
for
able
it.
to climb on top of them.
No.
The door that we can see, does it have a gate over it? Like
It does not.
depicted on the map, or no?
You do see some more like hieroglyphics on them, but nowhere near as intricate as the door before.
So the door we see, is it the one down here, or is it this up here?
It's the one at the top.
It's like the tunnel looking like thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the side tunnels that don't exist. Just ignore them.
Does anyone have any objections to me finding out if this is some sort of pressure-sensitive pad here?
The other thing we need to find out is what happens if one of us drops into this pit. The only way over there is through the pit. Looks like. Why not?
I'm gonna drop into the pit.
How far down is the pit?
You can't see the bottom.
Oh, well, then never mind.
I was
not
gonna be
that.
like, this is awkward. You die. Actually, you don't know that, but you cannot see the bottom.
Then hell no.
I couldn't find a map that didn't make it look so tacky, so I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's not an arena. It's a pit. You can't see the bottom.
I'm going to press 1 foot down on the symbol in front of me.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I'll put as much weight on it as I can without fully stepping on it.
Okay. You start to notice the pressure plate going down a little bit, and the symbol glows. Very faint, though.
Well, nothing exploded, so that's good.
Do we notice any glowing coming from down in the arena from what we can perceive from up here?
Nope. Just the room. And you notice, too, because of how narrow this is, that you would have to go through the pressure plates to go to any of the other pressure plates. There's no way around them unless you want to hang over the ledge.
And the pressure plate's too big for us to jump.
You probably could easily jump over them. Same rules as D&D.
I will step fully onto the plate at this point.
Okay, so at this point, it does go as far as it can into the ground, and it glows even brighter, and nothing seems to happen.
No sign is a good sign, I suppose.
It's broken, but I mean,
Hey, Jamar, do you want to send your drone down the pit to see if it notices anything towards the bottom, anything happening down there?
sure. Let's
Or at least
send.
know how far.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Wheatley, turn on 1 terawatt LED. Go into pit.
Okay, so it detaches from Dreskar, and Wheatley starts going into the tunnel. And you all can see Wheatley going down. You can see him for a little bit, but then he just disappears into the darkness.
That's not a good sign.
And you guys wait a few seconds. Wait a minute. Wait about a couple more minutes. And all you still see through the camera is darkness.
Well, that's not good.
No.
Call Wheatley back.
Okay? And it takes about a minute. It comes back up to you.
Okay, so nobody fall in the pit.
Or if you do, make sure you're close enough to me that I can cast slow
Jump
fall.
in the pit.
Slow fall lasts for a minute.
Does it?
I think it
I
does.
thought it was 10 minutes. No,
Is it 10 minutes?
it's 10 minutes.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was a minute. Okay, never mind.
It's a 10-minute concentration spell.
Okay.
I'm going to very cautiously move to the other side of the glyph and then step off of it.
Okay. And it raises up a little bit, and the glow starts to just dim and go away.
Are the plates big enough for all of us to stand on them like they are in the...
You could. But you guys realize that it just takes one of you to have the right amount of weight to activate it.
I will step onto the next one
Okay. Same thing happens.
and step off the other side.
Okay. Just like before, dims and goes away.
I'll look back at Dreskar with a very puzzled expression and just kind of shrug.
I will front flip over this one.
Okay. You stick the landing.
8 out of 10.
Sweet.
I'm worried.
You're
When
the
there's
French
enough-
judge, aren't you?
Yes. Proceed on to the next one.
Okay.
And then
Mhm.
off.
As you glow, or as you go onto this one, it glows a different color. And you notice it's more of like an orangey red hue. And as you click and activate it, Jamar, you are the only one that can see this right now, since everyone's kind of walking along the side. You notice something flickering in front of you, and it's very brief, but it almost looks like part of a platform kind of flicker on and then just disappear.
Did they step off the platform?
As soon as she stepped off, it disappeared completely. Otherwise, it was just very brief flickering. It almost looks like it's glitching.
Ilya, can you step back on that platform for a moment?
I wasn't stepped on anything. Who was stepping on the last platform?
That was me.
Put back on.
Okay.
Same thing
Step
happens.
back on it.
And you see
Okay.
the flickering.
Can somebody stand on the platform? Other two.
Sure,
Wait.
I'll step forward.
Nothing happens. Just the same amount of flickering. From
Do we
the
see
other-
that hers is
unfortunate.
glowing differently than ours?
You do.
It looks like hers is glowing differently. Maybe we need to find others that glow that color?
Yeah, it might just be a matter of finding the correct sequence.
So, on that, I'm going to go over to the other direction and step on this first one.
Okay, as soon as you step on that first one, that same orangey red glow lights up, and the flickering has started to slow down, and the platform almost looks a little solid, and it's just a piece of it, and it's right in front of where Jamar is.
Can we see the symbols on these platforms pretty well from just standing around?
If you stand off of it and stand back just a square, you guys could see the symbols.
I'm gonna, cause I can kind of see a similar pattern of these rectangles between this one and
Hexagons?
this one. No, inside the hexagons.
Right.
I want to go and step on this one.
Okay. And as soon as you do, you guys hear this loud rumble, then a click. As Dressguard, you see that same orange symbol. And, I'm gonna have to do this. And you guys see a platform appear.
I'm more a step off mine to see if it disappears.
Okay. As soon as you do, nothing happens. You see the platform stay.
Run! What is the platform floating, or is
Dressguard,
it?
as soon as you step off yours, the platform starts to flicker again.
No!
Right? And it solidifies.
Just out of curiosity.
Even after Athelia stepped off of it, it's still solid with you standing on that platform, Dressguard.
There, step off yours.
I step off of mine.
Okay, platform's still there.
So maybe only the most recent one needs to be depressed.
I try stepping off mine.
Okay, platform disappears.
Step on mine.
It reactivates completely.
So I'm more, on that note, step on this one.
Okay. Nothing happens.
And I'm more keep moving around, I'm more step on the last
Step off
one.
mine.
Hold on a
It
moment.
disappears. Stop playing this game, Dresscar.
And I'll step on that one just to see what happens.
Athelia, nothing happens.
Uh-huh.
I step on that one.
No, nothing happens. Yours lights up orange. And now you both see the next part of the platform start to flicker.
Okay.
Okay.
What color was this one glowing when I stepped on it?
Yours
Was it-
was just the greenish blue.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back and step on this one again.
Same.
And this one?
Same.
Okay.
It's just process of elimination. No,
I'm just gonna keep
I'm
going.
just gonna step on everyone.
Now, if I stand there,
Yes.
what do we get?
Green bluish hue on the room.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think that's the next circle to circle, maybe.
Okay. Let's move to here.
Okay. And just like before, you guys hear a rumble as you see the next part of the platform appear.
Okay, try stepping off it, Jamar.
Yeah.
The platform disappears.
Well, that's not helpful. Okay, stand back on that one. Is that one glowing orange? Or is that one blue?
Yours is glowing orange, the one that you're standing on.
Okay, then I'm going to stay put.
That
Okay.
blue before is now orange. I'm gonna try this one again over here.
That one?
Mhm.
Nothing happens. Or, well, I mean, the blue, sorry.
Yeah.
Try the one at the end there, Athelia.
Try that one again.
It glows orange.
I'll announce that grows orange. People across the way who can't see.
And I'm going to start making my way around to this one, but I mean, I guess I have no choice but to step on all of them on the way by. So
Jamar, since Dresscar is still on that platform that he's on, it switched to blue. So,
Oh, okay.
Vera, as soon as you step on this one, it glows red. And you guys see the next one up there.
Or
there
which
you
one
go
was
ahead.
that I would have stepped on that did that?
It's this one right here.
Yeah, I
The
don't
third
see
one on the
anything.
left.
I do not see your ping. You're probably on the GM layer.
Oh, I am. This one. Right next to Jamar.
Okay.
I'll try stepping off mine.
Yours, yeah, it goes back to
It
dimming.
disappears.
Yeah.
The platform disappears.
No, you're fine.
Okay. I guess I'll tell Veer to stay there since we apparently use one more step on this one.
Turns blue.
I'm just gonna keep going around. More step on all of them until I find one that makes that last platform appear.
Okay.
Or turns orange.
As soon as you get right here, it turns orange.
Where?
Oh god, I'm back on the G. This one.
Okay.
First one on the right.
And did as a platform appear?
It starts to flicker. Yes.
We got flickering, but no.
Jamar, you noticed yours turned green.
Jamar, do you want to
Okay.
step on that last one there?
There. Okay, I moved to that one.
Okay. And as you jump onto that one, you guys see a complete platform. Almost looks like it's hovering over this pit.
All right, Jamar, well, you just stay there while we go finish the job. And
It's like I'm picking you off one by one. Only one goes through the door.
I'm sorry, I'm dealing with a diaper. But basically, what I think is one person should go all the way across, and while the other three manipulate which platforms are active.
But did their symbols turn green like the other ones did?
All of them turned green.
So they were blue before, they went orange, and now they're green. So I think while
So
they're green,
I'll step off mine. Do they all stay?
All the runes, that particular rune, it just dims, goes away once
so
you
the
step off
platform
it.
stays.
Platform stays.
Alright.
Run across.
Just in case there's a timer, yeah, let's run across.
I'm going to tap the platform first with my foot just to make sure it's solid.
Okay. It is.
Alright. Let's cross.
Cautiously take a few steps, and if it
And as
doesn't
soon
seem...
as you do,
Oh god.
you notice that the rest of the runes light up, and just like the rune before, they are starting to slowly dim.
Okay, I'm just going to yell, "Run, everybody run!" and start running across.
Looking at behind her.
I know he's dealing with baby, but I'm assuming Drescar's running across.
Yes.
Eh. Now, all of us, okay?
All of us, just go, 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 go.
And then as you guys see the runes dim more and more, as soon as they all flicker off, you notice the platform disappear.
Well, I hope we have a better way out.
Yeah, that seems like a problem for the way back.
A little bit. Someone did not design this very well.
Maybe we'll find a back
Protheans.
door.
Apparently they could fly.
Okay.
I will be having a talk with the architect later.
So you guys enter the next room, and it's this long hallway. It starts turning into a tunnel, and you guys almost have to single file it through. But as you see throughout this tunnel, there are more of these hieroglyphics of the Protheans and everything. You guys see more of the ruby and everything, of what looks like a gem of some sort on these walls. And you see a bright light at the very end, ironically at the end of this tunnel. And it opens up, and it almost feels like you're not even in the temple anymore. It's this open area that's just, it almost feels like you're back outside. It's overgrown. It looks like part of the jungle. You guys see trees everywhere. You guys even see what looks like maybe a pond of some sort in the corner with some water source. A lot of vines and plants in here. But when you look up, you can see that part of the temple has broken open, but you very much still see the walls that are covering and enclosing this area. It almost looks like something gave itself a skylight, or maybe just years of deterioration to where the just looks like the top just kind of crumbled inward, and you guys can see some of the debris and whatnot kind of scattered throughout here. But also overgrown. So you're not sure if a lot of time has passed or just part of the nature growing so rapidly because it is mutated around here. You're not entirely sure, but you do know that it's still technically inside of the temple, even with the open sky.
Guys, I've heard of this from some of my human encounters. Don't go towards the light.
You're already there.
I think it's a little late for that. Is that a common thing they tell each other, though?
Yes, I'm not sure I get it though.
Strange, but oh, okay.
I mean,
Maybe
if
they
you're
like the dark.
like out lost somewhere, isn't going towards the light the thing you want to do? I mean, civilization.
I mean, it also means not being in the dark with monsters. So
That too.
Maybe they like the dark.
They're also humans, so questionable at best.
they are weird.
That's true.
Maybe we can ask Mel when we get back.
Well, does anyone see a door we could pass through to get to the next section of this thing, or?
You currently don't see a door, but there's so much heavy jungle inside of here but you guys can see bits and pieces of the walls that it's climbing up of, that you feel like if you take the time, you'd probably have to tear away some of the plants and foliage to maybe potentially find a door.
Anyone else missing Brox's flamethrower right now?
I mean, it would clear the way pretty quick, but I think it might also bake us in this room.
Yeah.
Everything on fire.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I start using lift to maybe just lift up the vines in certain areas? To look at what's
You
behind
can,
them?
but some of them are so heavy that you probably feel like maybe with like your Omni blades, kind of
Be faster.
like a machete, just kind of cut it, and make it go a little faster.
Then that's exactly what we're going to do.
Do we want to just try and cut a path straight across, or do we want to try and follow the wall to our left or right and go around?
You can see there are some patches that it almost looks like maybe little mini trails or something of some sort. So it's not heavy jungle all the way through. There are some opening spaces through here. It's a pretty big room.
I'm looking at the floor. Is there any like pathway-looking aisles that look like they were part of the temple pathway?
Go ahead and make an investigation.
Come on, big die. Ooh, that's pretty good. My investigation, though, it's not that good. 18?
18? Yeah, so as you can see, it doesn't seem like anything defined. It's too thick to see if there's an actual trail, but you do see that there's, whether it's a clear pathway or not, you can kind of see areas where you can somewhat easily walk through, but at the same time, not have too hard of a time going through, again, if you kind of machete your way through. But there are some open spaces you can go that it's almost like a little mini clearing. But as you're going through and trying to kind of find like a little mini path of some sort, you notice that there's a lot of holes in the ground. Like something was dug up.
This doesn't seem good. I'll point them out to the others.
So is the ground like dirt then, or is it stonework that's being shifted aside and something coming up through the ground, or what exactly is it?
It kind of looks like that. You do see some dirt, but it looks like it was moved off to the side from the digging, so you see broken stone moving off to the side, as if something was maybe coming out of it or digging into it. You're not entirely sure.
Maybe it was just the bugs that we saw outside made their way in here and dug into the ground.
Sure. Let's hope that.
Maybe. I mean, that's what we can hope for, right?
Oh, what else could it be?
Do you want a list?
That wasn't really a question that you need to answer.
Okay.
But how did they hold their hand up to the hand symbol, and how did they hold a leaf up to the leaf symbol?
Well, I'm
Well,
sure
if
they just
they were
came
giant-
into the roof.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
it's a
hole in it.
rhetorical question. They don't have hands.
cancers and appendages and what else?
Well, they got the bug symbol covered.
That much is true.
I mean, isn't a bug's foot their hand? I mean, maybe that symbol doesn't discriminate between species.
Did the symbol have 5 fingers on it?
The one from earlier?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder what would have happened if we had Vera put her hand up to it.
What's wrong with my hand?
You just have less fingers in the picture. It's an
You
issue
mean I
we've run
don't
into before.
need as many fingers as some species in order to complete my tasks?
Sure. I mean, we've had issues with the finger digits before.
We have.
I mean, sometimes I don't understand. I have the same number of fingers, so...
I mean, it worked out in the end, but
Did it?
we all lived in the end.
That's a good point.
Anyway, let's just continue through this area, try and find an exit.
Let's try to avoid the holes.
Okay. Are you just walking towards them?
Yeah, following any amount of path that we can find to, I
Okay.
guess, the other side of the room, and keeping an eye out for walls and perhaps signs of a door hidden
Okay.
behind vines and stuff.
So,
I'd like to point out that Athelia's towards the back of the group.
okay. So, like before, go ahead and roll either a perception or investigation. And whoever has Wheatley can roll with advantage. I don't know if that's back with Jamar or Driscar.
Jessica still has it because he's been out ahead.
Okay.
So that's a
22.
16 perception.
Okay. 22, 16.
I just noticed that we're in a temple.
Oh, jeez, Vera.
Investigation's at 20 this time.
Okay, so everyone except Vera, who's just too distracted by like, oh god, are these bugs? Were they just here? Or are they just like archaeological digs? Like, oh god, what are these? Too distracted by the holes that Jamar, Driscar, and Athelia, you're able to kind of help guide with Vera through your way, through parts of this area, and along the way trying to find different things. Some of it you find like machinery that's broken down, or maybe some consoles, pillars, as you guys are hacking your way through, and it's just a weird feeling considering how you're still technically inside a temple, but feels like you're outside in the jungle, finding all this machinery scattered around, broken and whatnot. And Jamar, you actually see over in the far corner across the way, you actually see a lot of foliage covering an area, but just in the corner you see what looks like another archway. And it's mostly covered, but you just see it above the tree line. And it looks like that may be the next area you guys would need to go to.
Okay. And I kind of point out to the archway. We probably should make our way over there.
Seems as good a place as any.
Well, it seems like it's another archway, and
Oh, baby girl. Okay, so you guys gonna make your way over to that area?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So you start going through, and Athelia, you notice that the holes look like they're getting bigger and bigger the closer you get to this door. And even though you guys have a bit of a ways before you can reach this door, you start to almost hear like a sound coming through the holes, and only you can hear them, Athelia.
Yeah, I can hear. Does anyone else hear that noise?
What noise?
The noise from the holes.
I think
Apples.
that's our footsteps.
Do the holes, are they looking like they're man or alien made, or are they looking more naturally made, or like is there something I can tell if it looks like a creature did it, or
Roll a science.
creature machine or something else? Well, that's a pretty good roll. My science is up. So 18?
18? Yeah, you can tell that something definitely made these.
Is it mechanical or in nature, or does it look more like
You
dug?
can't tell. I mean, you don't know if it was a drill, because a drill could technically make this same hole, or it could be a creature. You can definitely tell something came up from the ground and out.
Guys, I really think something came out of these holes, not trying to dig down into the earth. I think maybe we should move a little faster towards the door.
I mean, it's better that they're out of the holes and not in them waiting for us, right?
They might still be in there. I swear to God, I hear something from these holes.
I think this particular room might be getting to you, Athelia.
Maybe.
If it makes you feel any better, I've got inferno grenades ready to go.
I hold what?
No, because I can't make a detonator, so they just...
Oh.
Yeah.
You should really learn how to make a detonator.
It's fine.
Who needs detonators? Okay. So you guys still making your way towards the center, just kind of a normal hacking pace?
But
Yeah,
I
as fast a pace as we can manage, I suppose.
But I know
Without
enough.
rushing and falling down a hole and breaking something important.
Okay.
Like a leg.
I need all of you to make just a straight dex check.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. Well, that's not bad. That's a 23.
All right.
X. 11.
Dirty 20.
Are you for it?
Okay. So you guys are starting to hack your way through the jungle, kind of taking caution. What Athelia said is kind of in the back of your guys' minds. And as you're making your way through, Athelia, you're so worried about what's going on, is that you actually trip over one of these holes, just the side of it. And you kind of have this loud thud on the ground, and you kind of yell out in pain as it caught you off guard. And everyone stops to kind of look back and see her on the ground. And you all feel a rumble underneath the floor.
Oh, shit. Do you guys hear that?
Weapons out, tactical cloak.
Can I help her up?
You can help her out. You
I
guys get
think-
up, and since Athelia, you shouted out, did you hear that? Give me a second.
Smart-ass mouth how to get us in trouble.
You guys suddenly hear the rumbling on the ground get louder and louder. It almost feels like it's getting closer. And then you see the floor start to almost cone up in front of you guys, clearing the trees and everything out of the way as the ground is kind of coming up from underneath. And as it bursts open, I'm going to need you all to make... You need to roll initiatives as this large insectoid creature just claws its way out of the ground and just hisses in this loud screeching noise, looking in the direction where it heard the thump and the sound that Athelia made.
The hell is that thing?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes.
Did you hear me say weapons out, tactical cloak?
I did hear you say that.
Okay,
Give
cool.
me a second while I need to do the initiatives and whatnot.
My suit is not dexterous.
My dice are all over the place tonight.
Yeah, your dice have not been helping you at all, sir.
My initiative's not very good either, which just adds to the lack of dexterity.
So let's go ahead and let's change the tune here.
I'm gonna need you to type in my initiative because I've got
Okay, what's yours?
bottle and baby. It's gonna be a 19.19.
Okay.
19.19.
I think it's kind of funny. You got 1919, and then Vera got 1818.
Let's see here. What is
Jamar has bad.
It just has bad. Just bad.
Wheatley, please do better.
Just having that.
I wish there was rack 9 here. Wrong environment for them. Let me know if the music is too loud in chat. Excuse me. Okay. Oh. Every time. Okay, so Dreskar, you are currently invisible. As you see this very large insectoid creature just screech as it erupts from the ground.
Give me a second, I have to think.
Okay, no problem. Music's a touch loud. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
I was talking about. I don't hear anything.
I know, I'll get that fixed for you guys.
I just couldn't resist making the joke.
Sorry. I'll learn Siren Skype, I promise.
Okay, I can dash to. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can dash to here.
Yeah, okay.
So that's movement and. You're okay. You're okay. 1 second. Since I'm not going to attack right away, I'm going to use my action to use tactical scan on it.
Okay, spend your action scanning the creature. You can see, studying the movement and revealing weaknesses. Make a wisdom insight check against the creature's charisma deception check. On a success, you have advantage on attack rolls against the target, and when you score a critical hit, on a roll of 19 or 20. Okay, so go ahead and roll a insight check, and I will go ahead and roll its deception. Okay.
Hold on a second. I am going to change this actually. I'm not going to use tactical scan. I'm going to. I mean, I might next turn.
Okay.
But what I am going to do is I'm going to do this, which I have the advanced version prepped because of last time, and I did not change my spells since then.
Okay.
The lasting scan is the advanced prep.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, so you have a concentration spell. Okay, so scan an 8-meter cube within range until the end of your next turn. Any creature in the area, when the spell is cast, is highlighted on all friendly creatures. If it fails a dexterity saving throw, any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it. And the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible. Okay. So it needs to do a dexterity check. Okay.
Yes.
That's a 13. What's the save?
What is my save? Damn it. 13.
Sorry, it makes it.
Okie dokie.
So
I'll
is it just
sit
go
right
away?
here then. Yeah, it basically has no effect.
Okay. Okay, so, that actually, because it was an ability, that throws you out of Tactical Cloak.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's the same as if you casted a spell while invisible or stealth, that you come out of it.
I don't like that, but I said it. So
You already had one do-over, so. Sorry, buddy. Live with your consequences. Wheatley.
Wheatley, you feel... Wait, where's Dreskar?
Dreskar is kind of off to the side of it.
Well, Dreskar, you had Wheatley with you, so...
That's true.
You feel Wheatley unclamp from your back.
Quick question though: when he went invisible, did Wheatley go invisible with him, or is it just
Consider-
a floating robot?
No,
Since all-
Wheatley is considered clothing at that point,
Yeah.
basically.
If
That's
it was
awesome.
a organic creature, no.
Since it's mechanical, it's just like having your Omni tool on you or whatever.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I just
Yeah.
have to say.
If he was like carrying Jamar on his back, you would see just Jamar hovering, going over.
That's
So-
an irritating picture.
Wheatley detaches, and pulse cannon spins up, and incoming fire.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
That's what he is going to do. 17 to hit?
17 hits.
Yes. And you need a D10. Who drone? Who dis? That is going to be 12 radiant damage.
12. Okay. Let me make sure if it has any other.
Wheatley, that's the most you've done in the past 3 months.
True. Okay. Anything else?
Now, are these big chunks here like trees?
They are, yes.
Wheatley is then going to hide behind that tree,
Okay.
putting the tree between him and the nope that he just shot.
Okie dokie. All right, Vera.
Okay, I'm gonna move right over here, and let's see if we can get lucky with this save. My Omni tool is going to construct a flashbang grenade in my hand.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it right in front of the creature here. It's only going to affect the creature. Thankfully, Dreskar is just out of range.
Nice.
And
Needs to make a save.
yeah, it is a DC 13 con save.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Ouch. Did not get lucky with that.
Sorry, bud.
Unfortunately, it is an action to do that. So, I'm going to do what Wheatley did and position myself behind that tree there.
It's a really
Okay.
good tactical maneuver.
Alrighty.
That will be my turn.
The creature's turn. Let's see if we would even notice anyone behind them. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So he's going to move up here. Let's see here.
No.
He actually can make it. And he does have reach. So he's going to go ahead and do one attack against Ophelia. One claw attack, and he's going to do another attack, his other one on Jamar. So let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and swipe. Ophelia does a...
If it's above a 14.
no, that is a 13, so nope.
Oh.
Jamar, however, that is a 19.
19 is definitely going to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and...
Show me damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I rolled. That was a D8. Ha, ha, ha. You got lucky. Oh, still that sucks. That is going to be 10 slashing damage.
It's fine. Fine.
Plus 2 acid.
Well, that's less okay.
And are these melee attacks, or are they?
They are melee attacks.
Alright.
Jamar, can you go ahead and make a let's see here. Oh, yeah, no, you are now grappled, my good sir. So you are now caught in its little pincer. That is its turn. Athelia, how do you want to retaliate?
Well, first things first, I need a barrier.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise. Second thing,
will help.
I would like to cast at first level Reeve, which is a spell attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll that first. We're gonna get into what this thing does. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Plus 6, so that's a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Oh, yes. Okay, so that deals 2d10 necrotic damage. So I'm gonna roll that next.
Okay.
And that is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I took the advanced version of this when I went to level 4, which is because it primes necrotic.
Okay.
The advanced option is immediate detonation. So necrotic takes 1d12 necrotic damage, and I need a Constitution save.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
That's an additional 4 points of damage.
Oh, what is happening here? Go on. Okay. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
4 points of damage, 4 more points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And I need a Constitution save.
Constitution save? Okay.
Oh, low.
That is a 12.
Ooh, it was a DC 13, so
Ooh,
it
nice.
is stunned until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
And its next it has disadvantage on its next attack, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, I guess then it would have had disadvantage on the Constitution, but it doesn't matter. So I guess that uses disadvantage, so that goes away.
Okay.
Um,
Sounds good.
So it's no longer primed, but it is stunned.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Now that it's stunned, it doesn't get a reaction, right?
Correct.
All right.
A
I'm moving
stunned-
behind this tree.
Stunned creature is incapacitated, so it can't do anything. It
Is it-
automatically fails strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against it have advantage.
So, Jamar, you would actually have advantage on trying to break free.
Good, because I'm going to need it.
Yeah,
All right.
I was hoping it worked.
It's your turn. So you need to make a strength check.
And it's at disadvantage.
It's at advantage because he's stunned.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's a really good thing. 14.
Oh, you just made it. You go ahead and as it's stunned, you're able to kind of use your hands to kind of pry away one of the pincers and fall through, landing on your feet on the floor. And you are free, my good sir.
Run!
It worked.
Okay.
So glad you went after me, Devon.
That's
You know what?
teamwork.
Step A is going to be getting to there.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, to there.
You're good because you can't react or anything like that.
And we are going to cut loose with the M9 on it.
Okay.
Dice, you're all fired. That is a 9 to hit.
9 misses, unfortunately.
Let me go find a different set of dice.
So as you try to stumble over, land on your feet, and then go into your corner, you're so jazzed about getting out and managing to escape this creature that when you turn and shoot, you just miss it and go a little too high. Dresscar.
I am going to take advantage of this thing being stunned and do it again.
Okay. So since it's stunned, it automatically fails its dexterity saving throw.
So everybody's got advantage on attack rolls for the next minute.
Nice.
Which
Um,
is a nice long time.
And let's see here. How big are these things here?
These are it's rubble. It's part of the rubble from the roof that collapsed in. You could easily climb up on it. It would just use
No,
just one
it
square.
would be. Can I hide behind them?
They're a bit too small. You would get partial cover.
Okay.
There are plenty of trees you can hide behind. If you so chose to. In fact, where you are right now, that is a very large plant.
Yes, I know, but I want it to be within reach for my next turn.
Okay. That's just Wheatley complaining.
I will get into these plants here
Okay.
and bonus action hide.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth.
I think that's a dirty 20. Let me check here. Actually, no, that's 22.
Okay. Perfect. All right, Wheatley.
All right, Wheatley boy. You are going to pew pew.
Have advantage.
At advantage, yep. Everyone has advantage.
An advantage I'm okay with. One higher is not better. 11.
11 unfortunately misses. So he kind of peeks over the treetop and tries to pew pew, and just like before, kind of just aims just a little bit out of way, and he starts to recalibrate himself real quick since he missed and he feels embarrassed, if a robot could feel embarrassed. Would you like to move him? Or just kind of keep him hidden back behind that tree?
There.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Vera.
How high up is Wheatley?
That's a good question, Jamar.
Wheatley is probably about 15 feet up at this point.
Okay, good. Because
About
I was
6
about to
meters.
move behind that same tree.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah. 6 meters,
Wheatley's-
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But before I move, I am going to bring my wrist up, the one that has the launcher for my ballistic
Oh,
blades.
Yep.
That's a reasonable answer.
Mm-hmm.
Fire away at this thing. That is going to be a 17 to hit, not
That-
nearly as high as I was hoping.
That still hits.
Good, because the other die was a nat 1.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, thank you, Dressbar.
Those are good rolls. That's
Yeah, for 10
That's-
rounds? Jesus.
going to be 16 piercing damage.
Oh, my. All right.
And I will swoop behind this tree over here. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. The creature is no longer stunned.
At
So
the
it-
end of its turn.
Oh, the end of its turn. I apologize. So it needs to... Does it need to make another check?
Nope, it just becomes unstunned at the end of the turn.
Okay. So, yeah. So you guys start to see the creature just start to slowly move as you can see the spell wearing off. And then at the very end, he just kind of shakes it off and screams and screeches in pain and just kind of looks around to see where everyone went. And Athelia, it's your turn.
I'll more cast the same damn spell.
Okay.
I approve of this.
This is like you playing Keelik in Soul Calibur where you're like, spam, 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 spam.
That's a 15.
15 does hit.
Whew. And thank you, Dressbar. You also saved me from that one. So 15 hits, so
Jeez.
that's
You guys are
2d10
just-
necrotic. That's a better roll. That's 13 points necrotic.
Wow, that's good.
And then it has I have to do another d12 for the detonation,
Okay.
which is only 2.
Okay.
You're not allowed to roll no more d12. Then I need it to make a disadvantage constitution save.
At disadvantage, okay.
I like this spell. Well worth giving up another
Oh,
spell to
wow.
get that advancement.
Both of those were shit. Yeah,
13?
that is a 5.
Haha, stunned again.
Yep.
Ooh,
And
this
you
poor
see,
monster.
So you see this monster just shake off the spell, and it just screeches out in pain or screeches out of frustration. Looks back and forth to see where its prey just kind of skittered off, and as it starts looking back and forth, you just see it like just tense up and freeze once more as Athelia casts that spell again.
And I'm going over here.
All right, Jamar.
Okay. At advantage, you say?
Or actually, can I take that back? I can go right there. Less.
Let loose another burst out of the... Actually, M9. You have features.
Features are good.
This poor thing has only attacked once so far.
Hey, it attacked twice. It tried me and Jamar.
That's just one round.
All right. There we go. Hip fire, burst fire.
Okay.
Light. Ah. Not exactly what I was hoping. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
It could be what you're hoping for, because it is stunned right now, which means it automatically fails dex saves.
It does.
So if you burst fire, you just automatically hit it.
Yep.
Yes.
You're just giving up the chance to crit the damage.
Yeah. No. I used to have this memorized. No. It's not helpful. Okay. So no, we're just going to let loose a regular shot from the M9.
And again with advantage.
And that one's caught. Ooh, my options are a 12 or a 12. There's an 18 hit.
18 hits.
Okay, there we go. D6s. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Nice.
Great sword damage.
Yeah. All right. You want to move anywhere or stay where you are?
It's roaring angrily and then sitting there in a daze, so I'm gonna move there.
Okay. Dreskar. You're muted. You're the new
Of course I am. Trying to keep baby noise to minimum.
I know.
So I'm coming at it from a hidden position. Let's see here. Actually,
What you doing, bud?
how's it looking?
It's looking pretty hurt. You can see this green liquid, which you can only guess is its blood, just seeping out of its armored little pod form, and it's not looking good.
Okay.
This poor thing is just getting wailed on because it keeps getting stunned.
Why do I feel like all of our monsters from now on are going to have high constitution?
I even
But I'm
buffed this
gonna-
monster a little bit too, and I'm just like, 4 people, it'll be fine. Nope, they're just bullies.
I'm gonna run up to it from hidden, so sneak
Okay.
attack should apply.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take 2 swings at it with my monomolecular blade, given my new feat.
Okay, with advantage on both.
See here. And I've got sneak attack on one of those hits if I hit. Let's see here. Okay, so a 17 on the die, I think that hits.
It does hit.
And then a 16 for the second hit.
That hits.
Okay, so both hit. So I'll just roll the damage.
It's a lot of dice out here. It's music to my ears. Even
Four
as a
d6
DM.
and 2d8.
Nice.
Ooh. Shh. You're okay. You're okay. So here.
That's a lot of counting.
And he's also half distracted.
It's also true.
Total damage 43 melee damage.
Jeebus
Oh.
Christ!
My.
Well, he only had 14 left, so that's definitely overkill. So you guys see Dreskar just kind of run up behind this giant creature, both blades out in each hand, and
No, it's not both blades out. It's two-handing the
two-handing.
monomolecular blade, but now I can attack with it a second time as a bonus action.
Right. So you see him do the first slash and kind of cuts into one of its legs, kind of crippling it and making it fall to the side a little bit. And then he just kind of jumps up on top of it and just slams the blade into its backside. And this creature just roars out in pain, screeching, and it actually reverberates off the walls and just shakes a little bit, kind of hurting your ears. Then it slumps forward, falling dead onto the ground. What are you guys gonna do?
Where's the
Waiting to see if its screech calls any other ones.
Okay, that's fair. Make a perception check. It's like, this is a long
Yeah.
pause. I'm sure they're waiting.
It's
for
like,
something.
okay, now where's the other shoe?
Yeah.
21.
19 for me.
Okay.
23,
Bad.
I think.
4.
23.
Or Jamar.
I switched dice.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Sorry, Vera, what was yours?
21.
21? Okay. So everyone but Jamar, poor Jamar, just kind of waits for a moment. You guys don't even celebrate. You just kind of wait in awe, just like, okay, is there anything coming? And aside from the outside noise of the occasional chirping and whatnot, you don't hear any skittering or sounds from within the ground or the holes.
Do
And
I
everything
hear
seems-
that special sound anymore?
No.
God.
Everything seems calm.
Alright. Shall we head for the door now? Well,
Yes, I think we should move as quick as we can. If this is the creature that made those holes, well, there's a lot of holes.
yes, there are. Let's go. We'll start.
Okay.
Head back to the door.
So you guys continue to hack your way through, and it takes you probably like a good 15-20 minutes to hack your way the rest of the way to the arch. Hack away at most of it because it's pretty thick. It's not like you could easily kind of go under and go through. You guys have to hack it. And you guys just make enough room for you guys to fit through the doorway. And that's where we're going to take our final break for the night. I say final break because you guys are progressing quite fast. So bravo. So we're going to go ahead and take another break. So we will be back in just a few minutes. We'll take a somewhat shorter break. And we'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Strike.
Yeah.
So.
And we are back.
So yeah, even though I don't have my max dex to add to damage, it's like I had a +5 on each of those strikes.
Nice.
I accidentally went back to map. Whoopsie. Anyway. Yeah, that was a crazy amount of damage. My God.
I know.
So you guys enter the next room and you see the same kind of hieroglyphics that you saw at the very beginning of the temple of the worship over this gem. Only this time you see it filling the entire wall. It is massive, of this large pictograph and hieroglyphics. And what you see is it almost looks like a vault. Just this large door that the hieroglyphics are surrounding. And it's not a door that you walk through. Just, it seems like, again, it almost feels like a vault. Just, it's something, almost maybe even a tunnel. You're not entirely sure. And there is no other door in this area. Just a big room and this large pictograph across the wall with the vault.
Is it? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there anything on the door that might indicate a mechanism or something?
It does not.
Do we see the same 3 symbols anywhere that opened the first door?
You do not. However, you do see a rune inside the gem this time that's over the vault.
How high up would that be, approximately?
It's probably a good, maybe 6 meters.
6 meters? Okay. I am going to pull out my M97 Viper, the sniper,
Okay.
and I'm going to look through the scope to get a better look at the rune.
Okay. And you see the shape, it almost looks like a lowercase n, but it kind of curls at the bottom, and then it has 2 holes in the center, and then a line going down the center of that N.
And I'll describe that to everyone. Does this mean anything to anyone?
Start looking at the walls to see if I can find a similar symbol.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception or investigation check. And just like all the previous rooms, this is full of old machinery, broken or not, just completely covered in foliage and whatnot. So it's kind of similar to the first 2 rooms you first entered in, where it just looks like it kind of took over the machinery and whatnot in this room.
Guys, there's still plants around here. And we just escaped a bug.
Oh, God.
That was a 5.
Okay. So Ophelia found nothing.
I will try to see if there's any indication of a way through.
Okay. Go ahead,
Would you
roll.
like a perception or investigation for
Either
that?
one. And Jamar and Vera, if don't know if you want to do the same thing, you guys are free to do that too if you want.
Did Wheatley re-register with me
Probably.
or reattach?
Raven is muted, but I'm assuming yes.
Yes, Wheatley's back with you. Sorry. I was...
He's back, guys.
Then Zora, if you could let me know when the time has passed that I could take an action,
Okay.
essentially.
Natural 20 for 26.
Okay, so Jamar over here, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, is just
Jessica.
like before, just digging through the foliage and everything, just kind of peeking through, learning that things could be either on walls or behind pillars, not entirely sure. And you come across this area that's actually, when you turn around in the doorway that you came through, you see that there is something written on both sides. And the closer you look at it, you notice that it's not hieroglyphics. It almost looks like it's in English, but it's so deteriorated that it's a bit hard to read out. But you do notice that it is actually in the common English language.
I don't think Prothean spoke English. Just saying.
Are you saying that to me?
I
The DM will remember this.
Just saying it to the universe.
You also forget that they enslaved Asari and a bunch of other races, so...
Yeah, they enslaved literally everyone.
Yeah, so screw you, buddy.
Yeah, they
You don't know if explorers went through here or whatnot. You don't know. You don't know it's life.
they abducted humans off of Earth.
Yes. Through the Stargate.
So the wording there you said is too deteriorated to really read, or
It would take some studying, perhaps, or take the time, I mean, to kind of go through it. It's a bit deteriorated, but it's not impossible to decipher. So if you guys want to spend the time a little bit to kind of figure out what this says, you are more than welcome to do so.
I think we have the time for that.
I would like to, yes.
Okay, so go ahead and let's go ahead and just make this investigation as you guys are trying to decipher this message.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay.
Does that include me? With my-
Whoever wants to do it, yeah, you can do it now if you want to.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was a
No.
22. I was
22?
adding my intimidation to it.
I want to threaten the wall to tell me what it says.
Investigation's a 25.
Okay.
Guys, are you sure that bug's not gonna follow us in here?
God damn it, Athelia.
Always has to be one of us.
I'll guard the doorway, guys. Make sure nothing else comes through.
I'm really worried about this bug, guys.
And dress car?
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Investigation. With advantage.
Do you think at some point while they're investigating this,
23.
I could use my visor?
For what for?
It's an action to gain 1d4 worth of spell slots back.
Yeah, you can do that. You guys are just kind of chilling for now, so you can do that. I'm sorry, Dresscar, what was your roll?
23.
Damn, you guys rolled really well. Okay, so
I have I'm having advantage on everything I'm rolling right now,
I know,
which is
that's
amazing.
advantage doesn't mean you always roll high. I'm just saying.
This is your new life now. You just want Wheatley with you.
Can I have
Yes,
Wheatley with me
we-
always?
Can I buy Wheatley?
Sadly no.
So Dresscar, Jamar, and Vera, you guys rolled pretty decently, so it actually doesn't take as long as it normally would have for you guys to decipher it, although it still takes you the good part of maybe an hour, hour and a half for you guys to kind of sit there. And you notice that the message actually goes across. So it's part of the message, part of like the first top sentence is on one side of the door, and then it continues jumping over to the other side, so on and so forth, going all the way down. and you guys are able to decipher these words. Let me go ahead and pull this up.
Crystal is in another castle.
I know. That would just be the worst. So you guys get this. It says, I have keys, but no locks and space, and no rooms. You can enter, but you can't go outside. And it seems to be maybe some sort of riddle. You're not entirely sure. But it seems weirdly worded. And let me know if you need me to repeat it.
Could you repeat it one more time? I just want to make sure I copy down right.
I have keys, but no locks and space, and no rooms. You can't enter, but you can't go outside.
Can't enter, but can't go outside.
A lot of deep thinking going on here.
Usually what
Also
word
have
riddles
to
do.
distract me.
If it makes it easier, I could type it in our chat.
Yeah,
I think I've got it. Keys but no locks, space but no rooms. You can enter but you can't go outside.
Pretty much, yeah.
A keyboard.
I mean, that's a pretty good guess.
Are you saying this out loud, or are you telling me?
More inter-party discussion.
You said there was old like machinery and stuff in the room?
Yeah, it looks pretty identical to the previous two rooms you entered, where it looks like it has old machines, consoles, pillars. It has all kinds of different equipment in there, both broken and not.
I mean, it's worth a look. Is there a keyboard or keypad somewhere around?
You see
Door?
several. You can kind of tell what maybe looks like consoles, but you can do another investigation check to see, to get a closer look and examine them.
I would like to. No, maybe not. That's a 9.
9. You see some of them, but it looks like it's hard to find all of them, since some of them are kind of under some foliage, and you just kind of don't spend the time. You're like, I'm gonna go on to the next one. What's everyone else doing?
I'm horrible at riddles. Character int does not represent mine when it comes to riddles.
That's why I'm terrified of playing an intelligent character sometime. I'm just like, I am not smart.
I'm just not good with actual word play, so.
Could have been worse. I could have done math and then confused myself.
Yeah, but I would have gotten it.
Me too, because I would have cheated and looked up the answer. I mean, I am the DM. I would have to have the answer.
Yeah.
Athelia, are you still guarding the door?
Probably.
Because you're right next to the door when they say this to you, so you're not like in the dark or anything.
Yeah. No, I'm probably still by the door keeping an eye out because she was worried about that. And
Okay.
probably just pondering it.
Okay.
Is there anything about the mural or carvings on the wall itself that might provide insight or seem connected to this riddle in any way?
On the message that you guys just deciphered?
Just on the carvings on the wall, the hieroglyphics and the gem and the symbol and the gem and the people worshiping the gem.
Oh, okay.
Anything in that imagery that looks like it relates to this riddle in any way.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's better. That's a nat 20 for 25.
There you go. All right. So you tried to go through, looking through all the different pictographs, and you have to kind of stand back a bit because again, it's engulfing this entire wall, and you start noticing different patterns that it almost looks like a broken up row of squares, kind of scattered in different parts of this pictograph. That kind of reminds you of like when you type in your Omni tool and whatnot, or consoles, and you think that Dresscar's maybe got a good idea of what it may be.
Okay. I'm going to approach one of those squares and press on it just to see if it lights up or anything.
Okay, nothing happens.
Thoughts, everyone? I mean, I feel like keyboard was a good guess, and these squares are curious.
Do the squares look like they... Do their placements look haphazard, or is there some sort of logic to the way they are laid out?
I was going to ask the same thing.
They look pretty haphazard. I'm gonna let you guys think about that real quick. Give me just 1 second. I have to console a baby real quick.
Yep. Key. Space.
I'm sorry, did they push in or did it not?
It did not. I pressed on it and nothing happened.
What if there's specific squares that relate to something about the keyboard?
I mean, would it have something to do with the layout of the room in correspondence to what's there?
Or something with the riddle itself? Where certain words in the riddle we're supposed to touch?
I'm
You know.
feeling like keyboard is related to the answer, but is not the answer. Because, I mean, a keyboard technically does have locks.
True.
So it wouldn't really fall into that first category, but it fits the rest.
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay, so what's up?
Sorry, she just wasn't letting Daddy soothe her.
Sometimes a baby needs its mama.
That is very, very true.
Is there, and there's no correspondence between the room and
The squares, are they like just squares that are carved into the wall along with this mural, these hieroglyphs, or does it look like they're something separate?
They are carved into the wall.
And there's nothing on the face of these squares? They're just blank squares, or?
They're blank squares, although a couple of them do look like they're slightly different sizes. Maybe some are a little more rectangular than others. But for the most part, they seem to not really indicate anything significant.
Is there any pattern to the squares that look like it could represent the symbol that was described to us from above the door?
It doesn't look like it, no.
Curiosity, if I walk over to one of the keyboards at the machinery around the room, is the layout at all similar to anything in the mirror?
Go ahead and make an investigation.
24.
24. You do. So you kind of look around. You do see there's a small handful of different consoles kind of spread out. And you do notice one that looks like it has most of the keys on it compared to the others because of the destruction and everything and the deterioration. There wasn't all their keys. So you see one that's mostly full. And you look at the console and look up, and you start to piece them all together in your mind as if you were to put them all, if you were to push them all together, it would look like a full keyboard.
Hmm.
Okay. I press some. Going from the leftmost. Oh, God, I wish I had a picture of the mural. My brain is just dying here.
Do you want me to type the message?
Yeah, just for my own sanity.
Yeah, that would be great.
Give me just 1 second. Do this in the chat for you guys.
That chick. Maybe try it equivalent to an enter button.
I have keys, but no locks.
Are you saying you want to do that, or what are you doing, Ophelia?
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay.
You said if we push them together, they might look like a keyboard, right?
Yes.
So let's push them together.
They're carvings on the wall. I'm saying if you were to push them all together and line them up, it would look like a keyboard.
Now,
where would the enter button be?
On the wall or on the keyboard?
On the far
on the wall.
right.
Let's try pushing that one.
I mean, that's a good start, yes.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you go ahead and you touch it, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Maybe try keyboard and wall at the same time.
I mean, face on keyboard does not usually work.
So this language is in common.
Just
common
the riddle
tongue.
was.
Would the keyboard be set up like a keyboard, a common language keyboard?
Yes. Because I'm going to make it easy and not make up a whole new freaking keyboard. It looks just like a regular keyboard.
Understandable.
The space bar's at the top.
Where would the K be?
Like 4 buttons
You don't
away.
have to answer
Look
that.
down at your own keyboard, bro.
Okay, I'm going to push.
Pretend you're opening up your Omni tool and you see the keyboard.
I'm going to press where the K would be.
Okay. Nothing happens.
DYPA, no, EYBOARD. Enter. Well, anybody else?
Oh, I'm really not good at these things. My brain hurts. Too much language riddle.
If keys but no locks, space, no rooms, you can enter, but you can't go outside.
I mean, hell, let's try the space button, because why not?
Okay. Which space buttons? Because you got the console and you got the
On the wall.
wall. Okay. Nothing happens.
For shits and giggles, console.
Okay. Nothing happens, but you do see the keyboard kind of pulse a little bit.
Oh.
Enter on the keyboard?
As soon as you hit enter, you see the doors of the vault start to slide open and completely reveal a empty little corridor that's just big enough for one of you to maybe crawl through.
I let go of the enter button. Does it start closing?
Yes, it does.
Ooh. Okay, so we gotta hold that.
I'll stand there and hold that.
Okay. Well, which one of us wants to crawl in?
It's not that deep from what you can see. You can actually see a wall, and you see a box at the end of it.
Kumar, can Wheatley tow things?
I mean, yes.
Can I send Wheatley in and grab it and pull it out?
Wheatley's the new mage hand.
Yes.
I mean, I do have lift if it doesn't look that heavy.
Try that first.
Okay,
It's
we'll
fair.
try lift.
I'd like to not sacrifice Wheatley.
That's fair.
Okay, so you go ahead and cast the spell at the end of on that box, and it starts to lift.
Let's bring it towards me.
Okay, it looks like it is a sealed box. Looks like a
I will-
small chest.
Does it look?
I will do the rogue thing and check for traps.
Okay,
See if it's locked.
go for it. Investigation.
Is Wheatley still with me?
Yes.
Wheatley is always with you. I'm not sure he can assist with that.
It's like may the force
Um,
be with you, but may Wheatley be with you.
21.
21.
Yeah, may Wheatley be with me.
It is not. It doesn't seem to be locked
Trapped.
or trapped.
Very carefully start to open the lid.
And as soon as you do, you instantly see a light shine through as soon as you crack that lid open. And as you fully open it up, you see this bright, pulsing glow red gem that looks like it's about as big as your hand, if not just slightly bigger, laying inside this box.
Really want to touch it.
Jamar, is there a way to scan this to see if it's safe to handle or be around? I'd like to check the
Sure.
box. Is it like lead lined? Does it have like safety features to it? That
It's a metal box.
is it lead?
Let's say it's steel.
Okay.
Sure. Let's run through a scanning protocol on it.
Okay.
Tell me things.
Go ahead and do a science check.
Science.
I would like to assist him with this,
He's doing a
If-
scan, so
if possible. Okay.
no, it's just gonna be him.
Okay.
No guidance, no nothing. Alrighty, good.
Oh, I can cast guidance on him.
There you go.
That's how I
Cast guidance on
assist.
me.
Do the thing that helps with the things.
Yeah, you partial
Yes.
cleric. That doesn't heal.
It's not my fault they put it on my spell list.
It is kind of weird what spells they put where sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
make the rules.
Don't ask questions. All right. How much do I get out of guidance?
I think it's 1d6.
Mm.
Or is it the
Yeah,
D8?
I've just got the base version.
Okay.
And
I will
it's a
accept that.
D6. Yes.
Okay. Wow, that ain't great, but okay. Science. 7. 15?
15? Yeah, 15 is just enough. You're able to get some readings as you scan it with your Omni tool that it has a slight hue of what you can guess is radiation, or what's the other one? Gamma rays. So it but it's low enough to where it feels like it would be somewhat safe to touch, but maybe not too long.
Handle with care.
Do you relay the radiation stuff to the party?
Yes.
I'll close the.
I can
box.
carry it. My people are actually resistant to that. We have a very thin atmosphere, so we get bombarded by radiation on the daily.
We'll keep the box closed too, because it probably
taking the whole
protects
box.
a little bit.
And it's a
Here's-
small box. It's like I said, the gem itself is about the size of your hand, if not just a little bit bigger. So it's a small enough box for you guys to easily carry.
Here's a duffel bag too that I brought along that you can
Oh,
shove it
dang,
into.
look at you, Fox. Okay. Okay.
Still really want to touch it.
Shove the chest in the bag, sling the bag over my shoulder.
All right. And
Melts a hole through the bag.
And after you guys retrieve the crystal, you guys start heading back out, and you start to notice that when you get to the room with the floating platform, that the platform is back now. And it seems to be there. And you guys test the bridge, and it seems to be solid. The runes are lit up, but they're not dimming this time. They're staying lit. So you guys make your way across the bridge. You see that the door with the symbols above it from before is open. And when you walk through, just like before, you see the runes on top of it glowing and staying that way. They're not dimming at all. And you guys are able to make your way back to the ship successfully.
Just out of curiosity, when we get to the edge of the temple, Billy's going to ask everyone to wait, and she's going to walk back in alone to see if they're still glowing when she goes back, or if it was an effect from having the crystal by the ruby on us.
You look back and you see the symbols start to dim.
Huh.
Good to know.
Like that's a power source.
We took the temple's battery.
That's LED,
No.
bro. That's pure lithium right there.
Oh god, it's red lyrium.
And
Not
as
again.
you exit, you see that beetle just hanging out on the front step, just waiting for you, Athelia.
Great. Now I have a pet bug. Let's go.
It's in there. It's in there. It's front mandible.
Don't make me lift you again.
So you guys head back to the ship, and after a few hours getting back on the mass relay and whatnot, make your way to the Citadel, where you contact Adam, Yasmin, and he meets you in the same spot as you guys met him before. So were you successful?
I believe
Present him
so.
with the box.
Be careful handling that for too long.
Is it dangerous? Because again, I don't know much about it. Did you guys test it or something to know this?
We just looked at it and scanned it and saw that it seems to be emitting slight amounts of radiation. Just
Oh, that's so healthy. Okay.
I wouldn't keep it in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it in the box, and I'll just let the council know, and they can do what they want with that. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, but this is great. This is perfect. Yeah. This. Give me just one moment. And he goes back into another area. There's kind of like a room nearby where you guys are. And he sets the chest down, and he comes out with another box, a much smaller box. And he gives you guys a smile. He's like, well, I am a man of my word, and your reputation does precede you. You guys are amazing. So, as promised, here are the credits that I said you could get. And this was offered to you all. They are, from what I can understand, some experimental pills, but with positive effects. So don't like be thrown off by the word experimental. So, yeah. So They even added a couple extra for your 2 other companions that couldn't make it, because, I mean, you guys are a team after all. And he goes ahead and he hands it to Jamar.
What are these pills supposed to do?
I'm not sure exactly. I haven't tried them myself, but I was told that if you ingest them, they make you better for a time.
So, random drugs. Got it.
I mean, that's one way to put it, I guess.
Experimental random drugs, even better.
But they said they have nothing but positive effects, so it sounds like they, I guess they kind of beef you up a little bit. But there
Sure.
should be 6 in there, 1 for each one of you, including the companions that are not here.
You know, I'm intrigued by that, but also a little concerned. I don't know if you know the job that we just recently did, but there was experimental drugs involved, and it ended poorly for everyone.
Yeah, I'm looking for that logo of whatever it was.
I
The
mean,
logo.
I wish I could help you. I mean, if you want, I could throw in a spare. That way, you guys can have a test one.
Yeah,
Well,
that would be good.
The concern is more that they gave you these and didn't tell you what they do, and then you're using them as payment.
I mean, they've given them to some of us when we've been out in the field. I haven't personally experienced or witnessed it myself, other than it's just all been positive.
Has anyone gone insane and tried to murder all the people around them?
Not that I know of.
Has
Have
anyone
any of
turned
them
into
come
a giant
back
grotesque
from the
monster?
dead?
A monster? No, not. No, everyone's still them.
No one got up after being pretty much killed.
You guys have seen some shit, haven't you?
Yeah.
It
yeah,
was
we
a
have.
long week.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's all been good. I just haven't personally witnessed it
So
myself.
Have they been tested with Onturians yet?
I don't know. I feel like this is above my pay grade.
Are they dextro safe?
Why would they tell you these things if they're going to have you hand them out as payment?
Is
because
this
they
another
felt
weird
worthy
human
enough.
custom that we don't understand?
Maybe.
Oh, by the way, what does it mean to not walk towards the light?
It's an expression for if you're dying. It's an expression for going to our heaven.
What
They
does
say
You're
light
dying.
have to do
Why
with
are
dying?
you walking?
It's an expression for saying don't die.
How does that make any sense?
It's a figure of speech.
Because
Isn't it easier just to say don't die?
the light of the pearly gates, I guess, is just, I don't know. It's an idiom.
What are these pearly gates? And
It's an expression.
Why
just
would you make a
as-
gate out of pearl?
It seems like the wrong material to use.
You know what? Go ahead and just take this extra one. Just go ahead. That way you guys can just find them useful in the field or whatnot, and just
This poor
don't
guy.
ask me any
We
more
ask way
questions,
too
please.
many questions.
Just
Wait, just
I can't explain things that I personally did not make up. It's just been part of our history for a really long time. Let's yeah.
maybe Melanie will have a better answer.
But yeah. Anyway, he just kind of composes himself again. Just
And I'm more peeking
we
the box.
appreciate
How
your
many?
service.
Once he leaves, I'm more peeking the box. And how many credits did we get?
You got 50,000 credits.
Not bad.
Oh, before you go, my letter of recommendation?
Ah, yes. Can you wait here for just a couple minutes as I send that through real
Yes.
quick? All right. So you guys sit there a little bit. Athelia, you see in the box that there are now 7 of those pills. And after about maybe 5 minutes, you see Adam come back out and sends you through the Omni tool a letter of recommendation with both his name and his superior officer's name written on it.
Why does this number not divide
Wonderful.
evenly?
This should do the trick for you. We appreciate everything you guys have done. I hope it wasn't too bad.
We were almost eaten by giant bugs.
On the upside, the temple didn't explode.
50,000 divides evenly between 4.
Doesn't divide easily by 6.
There
That's my
weren't
issue.
6 of us on this mission.
Yes, but you know Brockus would have shared with us.
True.
If we share, yeah, if we share with Brockus, then we have to tell him that we took the ship.
This is true. He might kill us for taking the ship.
We brought it back in one piece. It didn't explode, and it's less damaged than what his daughter did.
Just out of curiosity, how long were we gone for?
You were probably gone for probably a couple days.
Yeah, I think he would have noticed if we were gone for a couple days, because he would have come back to sleep. We're kind of pissed off Krogan.
You guys were on the Citadel, so you guys have, I mean, there's no point in being in this giant area and just sleep on your ship. It was docked and being guarded. You guys had accommodations to
This
be
was
in the next
Brockus.
room. That's
This
also
is
true.
Brockus. His ship is his baby.
Indeed.
The question is, who actually flew us there? Because they're the dead one.
Oh,
It would not have been Athelia.
it was
Yeah,
probably
Vera.
Vera.
Yeah.
So he goes ahead and he salutes you guys again, and he goes, "Thank you very much. We will certainly remember this for the future. You guys did a great job, and I'm glad that that harsh jungle didn't eat you, kill you,
Is it?
crush you."
The jungle wasn't so bad.
The bugs were.
And if your
Big insect, though.
your N7 has any more similar tasks they need done, well, that wasn't too bad. So
I mean,
feel free to approach us again.
We will certainly call upon you again. I mean, you guys live up to your name, and we appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, hey, before you go, do you guys deal with the specters at all?
Technically, yes. We just, they're pretty high up. I mean, they're the best of the best for the council. So, I mean, if they have any missions for us to do to aid them or assist them, we certainly do work with them. I have only ever done it once before, personally.
So you probably wouldn't be able to get me a meeting with one of them then.
Oh, no. If anything, I could mention you when I work with a Spectre again, but they're kind of, there's no consistency with that, so I'm not 100% sure, but I could definitely make a note and remind myself for the next time we do work with one and just throw your name out there.
I'd better not. I just thought if there was a chance, but no, never mind.
Vera, I think we have a friend who could help you out with that. We think he's done it before.
I mean, if you ever need assistance with that or help when you're back here, I'm not sure if I'd be able to pull any strings, but I can certainly try for the future. If
No, don't worry about it. It was just, I'm a fan of him, so I thought if there's a chance, but don't worry about it.
Oh, which one?
I'd rather not say.
You know what? It might as well work out because I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't know all the names of the specters. So if you could say it and I'd just be like, I don't know. So I'm just gonna play it safe and say I don't know.
Wonderful. Let's just leave it at that. I shouldn't have mentioned anything to start with.
Well, you have your reward. You have your recommendation. Again, thank you for your service, and we'll definitely look to you again for any future missions or quests that we want you guys to help us out with.
Wonderful.
So you guys take your reward and go back to relaxing with your time on the Citadel, while Adam goes ahead and delivers this ruby, still in the box, to the council. And one of the council members looks at him with approval and is like, "Well, I see that you were able to retrieve the box. I assume the crew was successful." Yes, they actually got it done really quick. They definitely do live up to their reputation. And this was this Mimsy 6 crew? Yep, that's the one. And I mean, he was right. They were really good. So we used them and they got it pretty much almost to no trouble. So They were great. She nods. Excellent. Excellent. Well, he's here to pick it up personally, something so rare and valuable that even though he doesn't like leaving his shop for too long, this was definitely something he needed to pick up personally, so please deliver to him right away. He's in his room. Right away, ma'am. Thank you. And he kind of gives her a courteous bow and goes into a side room where a man is just staring out the window, out on the citadel, with his back to the door. And Adam knocks. Sir, we were able to get that gem for you. You were right to recommend them. They were really good. He goes, yes, they really are the best, aren't they? Well, here's this ruby. Can you open it for me, please? I just want to see. Of course, yeah. He opens it up. And the man turns around and he smiles with approval. Excellent. Just excellent. I know they never disappoint. I'll have to hear how their adventures went. Do you have any plans for this ruby, Miss Darlio? No, I think this will do well. Thank you. No problem. And if you need any more help in the future, Arleo, just let me know. Oh yes, I will. Now excuse me while I add this to my collection. And that is where we will end.
Fucking Arleo.
Yay! Secretly worked for Arleo.
Oh, sure, we'll go with yay. As a player, I'm very skeptical of Arleo. Ophelia likes him a lot, so.
This guy.
I love Arleo. Arleo is awesome.
Oh, so this asshole.
I like the guy. I just want to punch him every time I see him.
I wonder if Arleo is even his real name.
Ghostcar wants to take him out for drinks.
Would you like
I did look him up in the Turian database at one point, and the name did come up, so.
That could be fake.
I mean, it could be.
And I've already taken Arleo out for drinks.
That's
No,
true.
no, you went over to his place for drinks.
So you
This is true.
guys, because I don't want to be mean, it's only fair. You guys do actually keep that money when
Okay.
we roll over to the normal game, as well as the pills.
I'm really skeptical of these pills, man. There's no way something does not have a side effect.
I gave you
At very
a
least they're
freebie.
addicting.
I gave you a freebie if you want to use one. And see
I
what
feel like
happens.
there's nothing wrong with them. We're just a little bit tainted by the last experimental drugs that we saw.
I mean, that's fair, and that's why I gave you one. So
And the
this,
drugs before that.
This one purposefully is a freebie if you guys want to use it, so you don't waste it for in-game.
I love how we pestered the guy into a free pill.
It's like, are you all just skeptical of everything? It's like,
Yes.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Who wants to take the pill?
I mean, Ophelia probably would.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
I feel like experimental
it's got
shit
a
is Ophelia's
table.
thing.
It's got
A
a
3.
table.
3. Okay. So you suddenly feel yourself. You feel so durable, like you feel bulletproof right now, as your con modifier doubles for the next 24 hours.
Quick, Dresscar, shoot me!
No.
But I feel like I could bounce the bullets back off of me onto you.
We're gonna go up and just poke her skin real quick.
Wow.
Nope.
It's pretty hard, actually. It's
My
pretty
con
tough.
modifier went from 1 to 2.
Yep.
So I got 4 hit points out of that.
Oh, it doesn't count towards your hit points. Just Just
Oh,
con
damn it.
mod.
Just con mod? Yeah, no.
You don't automatically get that extra HP.
I figured it'd be HP for just the 24 hours. Come on. I need the HP.
But that is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you guys for playing. That was fun. It was actually kind of funny because I was actually kind of happy you guys figured out the riddle pretty quickly, but then it took you a while to figure out what to actually touch. And I was like, you guys got it. You just have to touch the right one.
So my hang up with the riddle, and this is always the case with me with riddles, I always overthink them, is the first part. I have keys but no locks. A keyboard has 3 locks on it: caps lock, num lock, and scroll lock. I was like, well, maybe keyboard is like adjacent to what the actual answer is.
I mean, that's true.
Lock, it could be talking about mechanical lock, but yeah, it does have locks
I mean,
on
it could have, but
and the way it's
the
worded, it makes it.
keyboard, it's yeah.
It's worded so it says I have keys but no locks and space. So it's like it has no space. As well.
That was the
No,
other
it
part
has
that
space.
hung me up because that was worded strangely.
But it has no lock or space. No lock and
No.
space.
No, it says. But no.
I have keys but
Oh.
no lock and space. And no rooms.
I think there was supposed to be a comma after that.
Yeah.
I have keys but no locks, space and no rooms.
See, that would make a
I
lot
don't
more
know, this
sense.
way I
But
was
the
when I
way
look
that
shit up online because I can't think of this stuff off the top of my head.
the way the
That-
comma is the word sentence structure is it's locks and
Yeah.
space.
The way that I wrote it down was keys no locks as one thing, space no rooms as one thing, and you can enter but can't go outside as one thing.
That's why I
Yeah.
kinda read
But
it
then
like
when
that.
I saw the way it was worded there, I was like, oh shit, this wording has to be involved in this riddle somehow because this is strange.
Yeah.
I mean, English really isn't a language. It's six
fair.
languages masquerading as a language.
This is true.
Very true. Yep.
And some commas are optional, so
This one apparently was.
sorry,
You
as soon as I
guys
started
got it.
overthinking it.
I mean, you technically figured out the first puzzle really quickly. It was just a matter of finding that darn insect one. I was like, guys, there's an outside.
I don't want to go outside.
No.
Outside is
No.
spoopy.
There's rooms. We're gonna say in those rooms.
But yeah, bravo on Fox for figuring that out really quickly. Like, oh, size of the leaf, huh? And I was like, oh, bastard, he figured it out already.
Yeah.
But thanks again, guys, for hanging out with us as we celebrate this N7 Mass Effect Day. It was perfect. So thank you guys again. We do have our regular shows on Monday and Tuesday. See if I can do this with one hand. There we go. Doing our temporary replacement ones for Monday and Tuesday with No Way Out and Into the Wildlands. We do have our finale of Sonata 2, the one shot, next Saturday, November 14th. And we will see the conclusion of that one shot finally. I'm very excited for it. Where HB Fox will be taking us on that journey as the DM. But yeah, if you guys miss any shows, if you guys miss this at all, I always put it up on YouTube within the next day or two, so you guys can check it out. If you guys are behind on this show, you can always check it out on YouTube. Just like with J Meister wanting to know who Arleo is, well, he appears in the first episode. That
Arleo's a
helps.
jackass.
I love Arleo.
He
I
is
love Mario
not.
too.
He is
He's
my
wonderful.
personal favorite character, and I didn't even want him. He was just supposed to be a nobody, and then I just fell in love with him, and I'm like, I'm keeping him.
I feel like Athelia's gonna become pen pals with Arleo.
He's my Gilmore of this universe. But that is it, guys. We will see you on Monday for some Null Way Out, where Fox will have the Null pups go through whatever shenanigans are going on now. There's all kinds of crazy happening.
I think they're right on the verge of having a bit of a mini dungeon crawl.
Ooh, see, I'm excited.
I'm
about
excited.
that. Yeah.
Or
love
they
that
might
title.
just say, we're done with the Colosseum, let's go somewhere else.
You're going to try to convince for the glory of battle Knoll.
Glorious.
Coliseum.
I'm
that
glad
she
you guys
shouldn't.
asked for a tour, because that gave me an in to say, hey, there's like a trap door right here that goes into some mysterious underground structure.
I mean, you also have a couple very curious pups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who like to pose in craters.
Oh, it's fun.
We didn't pose in the craters. We threw each
No,
other
you
into
fell
the
in
craters.
the craters, yeah.
Yeah.
Threw each other into the craters.
No, that was great. So, if you guys wanted to catch up on those shenanigans, that is also on YouTube. Otherwise, definitely tune in on Monday and see what the heck happens. But thanks again, guys. You enjoy the rest of your N7 day, and we will see you again on Monday. Until then, have a great weekend, guys. Bye.